What's going on, folks? What is going on? This is me back again, the Man United chat. But AN Sport is running a little late. He went to play some footy, I believe, but he should be here soon. But in the meantime, you guys have me until he arrives in the building. In the building. In the building. You guys have me until he arrives in the building. In the building. So, sorry guys. I'm getting a slight cold lately, but it is what it is. So we are gonna get into the Man United discussion, people. Um, what am I gonna say? What am I supposed to say? What up, shit? Yeah, messing up again. I'm going to share my screen with you a lot and show you what the manager has said. uh, mm-hmm. Boom. So, folks, every word, Ruben Europa League final presser, right? Let me zoom this in a little bit more for you guys to see. So, Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim conducted his pre-Europa Europa League press conference at Old Trafford on Wednesday afternoon. The availability of availability of or injured players against Tottenham ex-Reds boss Jose Mourinho and what winning the trophy would mean going forward were all points of directions. Uh, what's up? What's up, bro? What's up, man? I hope all is well. You can't sleep. Sorry to hear that, broski. But hey, listen, I can't. I had a nice little siesta, and I'm just here reading the press conference for the manager. So if you wanna be here with me while I read it, while I wait on the other co-hosts to join, be my guest, bro. You are welcome. You know you are welcome. And besides, I'm glad that one of my moderators is here. So if any weirdos pop in, they get booted the hell out. All right, all right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me continue. Sorry. The availability of our injured player against Tottenham. No, I read that already. Would winning the trophy would mean going forward we're all points of direction with a treasure of dreams, alter- alteration package full of journalist hopes to get nuggets of insight from the boss 7 days before the biggest game in Bilbao. Yes, people. Yes, yeah, yeah, Austin. Like earlier, people. This is the biggest game of our season, right? This is the big. This final is the game that define everything. I know that I said the Bilbao games, the two Bill games was the most important, but this game is is the most important game. Mm, damn, forgot when you're streaming, you need water, cause woo. Mm, 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 mm. Before then, of course, is a Premier League trip to Chelsea, and Amorim also answered questions more specifically gravitated towards Friday's clash at Stamford Bridge in a second part of the media briefing, which you will be able to see according to platforms, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the meantime, read it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blah. Yeah. So, just to clarify something, right? Just to clarify something, right? If we beat Chelsea, we'll be ready for Spurs. Yes, if we beat Chelsea, we'll be ready for Spurs. Either we beat them or we have a draw. a person I know by Latimus Prime. He is a Chelsea fan. You know, for those of you who don't know Prime, he's well known all over TikTok. No, no, all over Instagram and Twitter, and he's on various channels as well. I said you guys might beat us. He said no, he feels like it's a draw because he knows his team. But anything can happen, but I feel like we're going to get a draw. But Austin, you said we're gonna beat Chelsea for Spurs. Yes, I agree with you. But me, I feel like it's going to be a draw because the last time we faced Chelsea, we drew with them. And that was when Ruud van Nistelrooy was here. So a lot of people want our manager to get sacked. Me personally, I don't want the manager to get sacked because I'm like, you know what? It's the ownership's fault for not bringing him sooner. He's the manager said there will be pain. The manager did say there will be pain. So I'm like, hey, listen, I'm willing to take the pain, right? I'm willing to take the pain for short term, take the pain for long term gain. Austin says, I don't do TikTok. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, bro. I just use it. I just use it because I post my content on TikTok, but I necessarily don't go live on TikTok. I just use it to like post my content and etc. Let's see what Austin here is saying. Um, we need a fatherly figure, not a brother type of person. Exactly, exactly, Austin. So would you want a fatherly figure in the team or just a fatherly figure like all across the board? Because I think Ruben Amorim is the fatherly figure, and Bruno on the pitch as a captain is the brotherly figure. So let's hope our clash against Chelsea will will be all right. We'll do well in that. I don't want us to get embarrassed or mangled because that game against West Ham was embarrassing to me. Oh, and speaking of West Ham, I'm on to later on today in the afternoon with a West Ham fan by the name of Mike's. So if you guys are not too busy, have your notification bells on, and I'll be asking him some questions later on. And let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see what Austin has to say here. Probably the first one. Hello. All right, man. Let me go back and read this article. Okay. Hi, Ruben. Out of training today, we noticed some of the defenders were missing. You've got a week to the final. What's the solution? Euro, delete, and heaven is what the manager says. I don't know if they are going to be available. We are going to try and push because it's the final matches. That this is a final. You know that all the players want to play. That's really bad. I don't know. I think they will not go to Chelsea, but we will have a possibility to have some of them for the final. Okay, so meaning I think he's gonna play the kids. I think the manager is gonna play the kids. I believe he's gonna play the kid. He's gonna play the kids. Yes, yes, Austin. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. I think that's 11 p.m. for him in the UK because he is in the UK. Yes. Um. So possibility it might play some kids with a little bit with a little experience. I don't necessarily know who he's gonna pick, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Darlow is trying really bad. I don't want to risk Darlow because when you start getting one injury, second injury follows, and it's a big thing. We cannot have these kinds of problems in our squad, so we will see. But he's working really hard to get in the final. Having Deola Darlow back in the final would have been nice too, and having Joshua Xerxes in the final would be fantastic, to be honest. It would be fantastic, man. But I believe we could get over the line. You know what I'm saying? I believe we could get over the line for sure with the squad that we have. I have to back my team no matter what positions we are in the table. We have to back this team. This is the last competition that we're in, and it's going to give us more chance of us getting more money to sign players. Because me personally, I don't like the idea that we're linked to Liam Delap, but it's not my decision. It's not my decision. What the reporter said, over the last 24 hours since you saw us on Sunday, there's been a lot of stories about not having the parade, about the tickets situation for the final, about your personal pain for members of staff, families can go to the game. First of all, what has led to you making this personal grievance and generosity, and what is the corrective spirit in the football club? This right here, right? The manager, the manager paying for the tickets. I don't see it's I don't see it's a bad thing. Like it's good morale. If the club is in financial situation and the manager is willing to pay out of his pocket with his money, why not? That's a good thing. Let's see what Austin's saying. I got good news that I'm allowed to play for 15 to 25 minutes. All right, Austin. Listen, Austin, you are gonna do well in 15 to 25 minutes, and bro, all you have to do. But by the way, Austin, what position do you play in football? How long? Let's see. How long will this take? Not for too long. But if you have to go, Austin, you could go. No worries, because the other guest is coming on the channel in a few. He is a moderator too on the channel. But yeah, yeah. Okay, you're a striker, Austin. Okay, good. So Austin, all you got to think about is how you're gonna put the ball in the back of the net. Who you're gonna dribble past? Who you're gonna nutmeg? Who you're gonna pass the ball? Which one of your teammates you're gonna pass the ball to? Which one you know is gonna pass it back to you to score the ball and put it in the back of the net, Austin? That's all you have to do, mate. Because you know what? You know what, Austin? You got this, man. You got this, Austin. Good luck. Good luck. And I want your team to go to the finals. And that means that would mean a double trophy, one for our club and one for you, Austin. You get me, bro? So you got this, mate. You got this. All you got to do is think about how you're gonna put the ball in the back of the net. Okay, to start with the player for paying for the staff. The situation is simple. You know, we had a lot of things. People leaving. Hold on a sec, guys. I forgot to turn down the volume of my phone. I just heard it go off just now. Okay. So people leaving, a lot of changing in the staff in this moment for our club. Sometimes it's hard to understand when to give, when to take, to respect the people we are taking their jobs in certain moments to survive and to rebuild. It's hard and it's complicated for the club to start giving to other members of staff. So it's really a hard position. It is a hard position. It is a hard position. And the situation was explained, and in the moments, right, my reaction was to help because it's not going to change my life. And it makes a point there to help the staff be there and to be comfortable, to be better staff for the final. Then they talked to the players, and the players had the same reaction. Everybody wants the staff there and families there, but it's hard to manage things in our club. So that is simple. I like how our manager I like how our manager answered that question. What's the name of the guest? AN Sports Austin. His link is at the title. It's on the at the title it says Man United chat with AN Sport. Austin, if you could sub to his channel, that will help him a lot. He's trying to get to 250 subs. So if you could go over there and give him a subscribe and help him grow. He good. He talks basketball as well. I'm not really big on basketball, but he also talks football as well. So Austin, if you could help him get one more subscriber to his goal, that would be highly appreciated. Mm, mm, mm. Ah, all right. What else Austin says? I mean, if we play the young players, we need to get them ready or something bad might happen to. Yeah, bro, we have to. Or we have to, man. Something got to give. Something got to give Austin, because you know what? You know what? I want this trophy, bro. Bro, I need this trophy. I need this trophy. I need this trophy. I'm all of those sports. Okay, Austin. So you gonna like what he's talking about. You gonna like what he gonna like what he talking about. He talks about basketball, a little bit of wrestling, I think, and he talks about our club. He's a passionate Man United fan. When I say passionate Man United fan, Austin, he is a passionate Man United fan. So he'll be here shortly. So let's see. Wait, what were you saying? We need to make our we need to make our one and only goat proud. Yeah, we do. We do. We have. Sorry, sorry, man. These I ain't wear these earphones in a minute, so they're hurting my ears. So yeah, we have to make the goat proud. Football heritage and all of that, mate. So we have to get it over the line. We have to get it over the line, Austin. It is a must. It has to happen. It has to happen. But let me finish reading this. Uh, so what does the reporter said to this? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. Some of these news reporters, they be irritating me with some of these questions they be asking our manager. Yo, like sometimes if I was there, Austin, I just want to go over there and slap them in their face, bro, because it just really be pissing me off. They be asking some stupid questions too. I'm not gonna lie, but the manager has to be respectful and not go off. This is what one of the reporter says. Do you feel as though the spirit is there? You said some very harsh things on Sunday. Do you feel as though everybody is moving in the same direction? A final is different, but you can understand the season has been really tough on everybody. The results and also the changing in the staff, and you can feel in our club we are addressing the during the season. We are changing the way we play during the season. Yes. So we had a manager, we sacked him. The players used to a certain style of play. Coming in and learning how to play a certain way, the players are not going to use that. They need time to adapt. But we and some of our fan base, we're not we're not patient for that. So what can we say? What can we say? We are changing the way we play during the season. We had so many bad results in the Premier League, so the environment is tough in the moment. But I guarantee you, when we are preparing in the Europa, the environment is different, and you can feel the excitement, but you can understand the environment this year is really tough. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's see what Austin said in the chat. Um, I heard that Ronaldo wants to leave Saudi League. Yeah, I heard that too, Austin, but we don't know where he's gonna go. I feel like Ronaldo should finish his career in Sporting Lisbon, where he started, even if it's only for 6 months, and help guide the new generation over there. And by the way, Ronaldo, I forgot how much Ronaldo said he wants to score at least 1,000 goals. Let's see if that can happen. Let's see if Ronaldo could reach to 1,000 goals. Let's see who's this. Ah, Zidane. Hey, bro. Real Madrid glory has been proven in the match against. Yes, I seen that. I seen the match today. I see the match today. But bro, bro, I'm telling you right now, man. I'm telling you right now. I hope Barcelona lose their next match because I don't want them to win the league. But I don't want them to win the league. But it's hard. It's hard right now. It's hard because I have nothing but respect for Madrid. But I'm celebrating Madrid winning today. Of course, I'm celebrating because they won. You know. Uh, but bro, let's see. Let's see. Hopefully, Barcelona lose the rest of their games. But I know it's hard. It's hard to say that, but they're gonna win, of course. They're gonna win, of course. I've been more into an NHL playoffs. Okay, I mean, I think he talks. I think he talks about that as well on AN Sports. So trust me, bro. You get a good vibe over here. You definitely gonna get a good vibe over there as well. I mean, he's a cool dude, bro. Trust me. Trust me. When I say he's a cool dude, should be here soon. Should be here soon. Let's see. Wait, no. I've been more into it. Okay. Oh, sorry. I put that already. My bad. Did you realize that Yamil bleeds in every match? Yeah, man. He plays real hard. I remember I seen a picture on Tik, no, Twitter, Twitter X that he was bleeding. So that means he plays really hard. I mean, or maybe that's some type of injury. I don't know, but I wish no injury on no player at all. But listen, the odds are in our favor, and let's hope the odds continue. All right, let me go back to this press conference. Mm. I think you said on Sunday that the results carry on. Maybe someone else would have to change as head coach. Do you seriously see yourself walking away from from this club have from this club having been given the opportunity? Yo, this is the thing I don't like, right? This is the thing I don't like, right? Like I feel like I feel like these reporters like to twist words and, just to get a reaction out of what the manager is saying. You get what I'm saying? Like try to twist the manager's words against him. I don't like that. Like these little brown envelopes, man. These brown envelopes. These brown envelopes really piss me off, man. They really piss me off. These damn brown envelopes. Okay, it seems like yes, Cristiano will go to Chelsea and will participate in the Club World Cup and will win the Club World Cup. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. And trust me, I know I have a good source, a friend of mine, good source of information when it comes to Chelsea. He would have let us know that CR7 is coming going to Chelsea. He would have let us know. So I don't know, but anything is possible. But I will reach out to that source again that I know and hear what he has to say. Hear what he has to say. But if CR7 goes and he wins the Club World Cup, why the hell not? I want my goal to win trophies. As long as he don't play against us in the Prem, I'm good with that. It's because the player is hard. Because he plays hard and he is good dribbler. But people keep tackling him for no reason. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Isn't Ronaldo banned from coming to him? No, that case has dropped, bro. That case has dropped because they had insufficient evidence. Insufficient evidence. So I've heard. Bro, just trust me. All right, bro. All right, bro. Listen. I didn't say I didn't trust you. I didn't say I didn't trust you. You came here and you told it to me, and I'm like, all right, no problem. No problem, bro. No problem. But I do have a source that's well known everything about Chelsea. So I have to take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. But listen, as long as my goat wins another trophy, that's it, bro. I'm not stressing over it. Whew. I tell you, people, drink your water, stay hydrated. I think I drink about maybe like 6 to 7 bottles of water today. So yeah. Let me finish this thing. What I'm saying is, since I arrived here, I've always talked about the standards, and I cannot see the team having these results, especially in the Premier League, and not say nothing and not take the responsibility that I have clear idea what to do. I understand the problems of the team, so I'm far from quitting. What I'm saying is we need to perform. Of course, the hell we do, because we cannot have this shit next season. I'm telling you right now, players better figure it out. If we had this season in the future, we need to perform, or else I will change us. That is a normal thing, especially after a match that was my feeling, and it still is my feeling today. I'm telling you, man, these little brown envelopes, journalists, man. Yo, we continue. Ruben, what will be more important to you personally, winning a trophy or getting the club into the Champions League? Personally, for me, I think Champions League is more important. Of course, it is more revenue for us to buy players, and yes, for everything to prepare the next for prepare the next season, we are supposed to be in the Champions League. Yes, we are because we won the Champions League 3 times. Europa League here is not enough. You have that feeling here. That is the best way to help us get in the top in a few years. This Champions League is not the title or the cup. So for me, Champions League is more important. You heard that, people. The manager said Champions League is more important. He's saying Ronaldo contract at Al Nassr is about to expire, so believe the transfer rumors. Okay, I know his contract is about to expire for sure. I know that for sure because I heard it early yesterday. Early yesterday it's going to expire. I think he has like 2 3 months left. And listen, Ronaldo was caking over there. He was making bread over there. So CR7 for sure. Who we got? Would you rather be in the Prem or in the Serie A? Um, if I was a player, I would like to start my career in the Premier League and then go overseas to see what overseas is like. Then possibly come back in the Premier League. So Premier League for me, 100%. So that's it, folks. That's it. That's it. That's it for me, at least. So hold on a second. I'm gonna message the co-host and see where he's at. Mm, okay, people, he's on his way. He's on his way. He is on his way. He is on his way, people. Just got the confirmation just now. He is on his way. He is on his way, folks. He's on his way. So in the meantime, what I'm gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Hold up, folks. Hold up. 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 I'm just gonna do this right now. Yeah. No. Come on, man. Don't play with me, man. Here we go. Boom. Drop his link in the chat, people. I dropped his link in the chat. I dropped his link to his channel in the chat. So boom. Should be here shortly. What Austin is saying. We will win the league. We will win the league. Yes, bro. We have to believe. No matter how far we are. No matter how far, bro, we have to do what we have to do to win. And that is that. Let me finish this article. Okay. You and the players have spoken, and the physicality in the Europa League been a bit easier to cope with. How do you then approach playing Spurs, who are a Premier League team? I know the context is different, but it's all different. Chance changes. It's actually a damn good question to ask the manager, to be honest. That's a damn good question to ask. People, he is here. He is here, people. AN Sports is in the building, people. What's going on, bro? Bro, your mic is mute. Your mic is mute.
Oh, sorry about that. Schoolboy error. Schoolboy error. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Error.
Yo, bro.
Apologies for the lateness. I was having my morning cup of tea, and then I just didn't. Sometimes I don't realize the time. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Bro,
But
it's all good, man. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Let's expose this football club. Let's expose them.
Yeah, bro. I'm just here.
Let me just quickly say, fuck you, AC Milan. Excuse my language, Screw you, AC Milan, I had to stay up to watch you, and you bottled it. You absolute clown.
Yo, bro. Guess what? I don't mean to cut you off. Bro, Joshua Xerxes was happy. I seen his Instagram post. He was happy as hell.
Bro, Milan could have won a cup double this year. And you know what? Their manager's leaving as well. Their manager's leaving at the same time this season. So you know what? It's okay. He's gone anyway. There's no point of worrying about, anything this year. He's gone. Milan need to get Champions League now. They need to. They should have won last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
They won the Italian Super Cup. They would have won if they would have won tonight. That would have been the cup double this year.
Mm-hmm.
4 years after winning their first league title.
So yo, in the chat, this person I have on the screen here, his name is Austin. You feel me? He's playing a game. He just told us in the chat earlier that he's a striker, by the way, and he's getting 15 to 25 minutes because he's just coming back from an injury. And yo, listen, he said he said he gonna make our GOAT proud. And I was just reading the news article from the manager, by the way.
Yeah.
And so let me ask you a question, right? Like how we here. We get back to the news article in a
of course.
In a bit, right? Now that you're here, right? We play the 21st is the most important game for us of the season. The Chelsea game and the Aston Villa game, I really don't care about. The Chelsea game we play on Friday, I could really care less.
The Villa game, I only would care if United would have won the Europa. If United were to win the Europa League on Thursday, I want to see us with the trophy at Old Trafford. That's the only game I would care about if we win the Europa League. I'd be like, you know what? I can watch that Villa game with just pure relaxation, just not worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where we finish, because this is no matter what, it's gonna be our worst finish anyway. It's gonna be our lowest points tally anyways, right? Obviously, I don't care about the results in those games. We're gonna lose to Chelsea tomorrow. I've conceded that game. We're gonna lose to Chelsea tomorrow because you know why? We don't need to win that game tomorrow, even though right? Over the course of the season, you already know my thoughts. We've spoken on my channel, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not happy with our Premier League season, right? We should have been on it from we should have been on it from the get go.
Yeah.
We should have been on it from the moment from the moment we made from the moment we beat Amram. Sorry, fucking hell. When the moment when we beat Man City, the moment Amram came in, I was like, this needs to be a new manager bounce. We need to go on a run of games now. We have a lot of result. We have a lot of games we can easily get over, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what really pisses me off with Ruben Amram? Why doesn't he change up his system if it doesn't work? We could have won. We could have won, bro. We wouldn't be in this position right now. We wouldn't be talking in this position right now.
Mm. Hold on, not to cut you off. Austin has two things to ask you in the chat.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm reading the chat. Don't worry, I'm reading it.
Okay.
Which game? I think Inter Milan PSG, if I'm honest, because those two teams are a level above us, like clear of us.
Yeah, because
Like,
they're in the chat. They're in the championship.
but
They're for
I'm backing United to win the Europa League. I'm just gonna say it there. I'm backing my team to win the Europa League.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if things I say about United, I'm backing us to win. I'm backing us to win. And obviously, shout out for the link in the chat, by the way, people. Make sure you guys do subscribe to. Obviously, like I said, first subscribe to Rasta before you subscribe to me. I always, he's close to his milestone. Have you passed 820 yet?
No, not yet. Almost. I just made it to 820. By the way,
Okay,
just
okay.
made it to
I was, I
820.
was, I was asking, what the hell are you doing, people? He's one away from 820, man. Like, sub. How many of you, man, are watching in the chat, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Manchester is red, not blue. You know what I mean?
I'm. Oh
It
yeah.
is.
Of course.
Oh,
Well, I'll be honest with you, bro. In our hearts, it's red. If we're
yes.
being realistic, it's blue.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but bro, listen. Regardless of anything, any Manchester City fans come chat shit to me. I'm like, bro, remember,
Yeah, yeah.
y'all lucky y'all have Pep Guardiola and oil money.
We should have got
Remember
him.
that.
We should have.
I
Should have got
remember
him.
when y'all was shit. Bro,
Yeah.
I remember when Manchester City was shit, bro. So and all these new City fans, bro. Some of them are Barcelona fans, bro. I could tell because Pep left. They follow them for which club? They follow him to each every club he goes to. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
by the way, hey Kevin,
Yep.
Austin is one of my moderators. So if
Oh,
any,
big up to you. Big up to you,
yep.
Austin.
So if any little weirdos come in here, he's just gonna boot them out.
Yo, Austin, head over to my channel, bro. I can make you a mod if you as well, if you'd like to be one as well. Nah, big up, bro.
Yeah.
Is he actually from Austin, Texas? Like his name says it.
No, he's not from Austin, Texas. Austin, tell him where you're from, and he said, all right. Tell him where you're from, Austin. Tell him where you're from, man. Let the other co-hosts know where you're from.
Yeah, I'm seeing the Ronaldo's rumors. Ronaldo's Al Nassr contract's about to expire. He's not.
Yep.
He hasn't signed yet.
Mm-mm.
He hasn't signed a new contract yet. He's been well, he's been negotiating with Al Nassr, but he's not really like agreed to a new
Mm.
contract. He's more like he's gonna see what offers do come in first before he signs a new contract. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because Sporting Lisbon might be an option. Oh, okay, that's why his name Austin, Texas. Fair enough. You're
Mm-hmm.
born in Georgia. Fair enough. Big up to you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, but like I said, Ronaldo's still negotiating a new contract. I think he's still waiting for what offers do come in case, for example, I know it's unlikely, but let's say a European club offers him a
Yeah,
contract.
yeah, yeah, bro. It's
Okay,
funny
so
you said European come because one of my subscribers, his name is Zidane, right? He came in here
yeah,
not too early, not too early, bro. The man said, yo, he wants CR7 to go to Chelsea.
I'm hearing he's gonna go to. I'm hearing is wanted for the Club World Cup. I'm hearing that they want. I'm hearing that some clubs want him to play in the Club World Cup, so they're gonna sign him. It's like a window where you can sign a player for like a month
Mm-hmm.
just to
Mm-hmm.
participate in the Club World Cup. I'm seeing it as well. I'm like, you know what? That's a good thing
Mm-hmm.
because if United were in the Club World Cup, bro, I'd bring Ronaldo back for a month just for that trophy.
Hell yeah,
My,
bro.
my guy's won every single trophy at United apart from the Club World Cup. Actually, no, he's won the Club World Cup, but this new
Yes, he
version of
has.
the Club.
Yeah,
But
yeah. He
he's not.
actually won
The
it.
only thing he's not won is the UEFA Super Cup because he
Cup.
lost to Zenit in 2008. He
Yeah,
lost to Zenit.
but he won it with Madrid.
Yeah,
He
yeah, he
won it with
did.
Madrid. Yeah.
But with United, he
No.
lost to Zenit 2-1
Yeah.
in 2000.
Yeah. So, bro, man, listen, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. It's like I've been reflecting on everything that you said yesterday, everything I said yesterday. You feel me? And then I read
Yeah,
something in the article not too long ago that yes, we sack a manager in the middle of the season, right? And we bring in a manager with a whole different style of
that's
play.
not what should have happened. Not what should have.
Yes, huh?
It's not what should. It's not. It's not what should have happened. It's
It's
something that it
it,
should.
yeah, it's not what should have happened, bro. And but at the same time, I'm I'm not angry at the manager, and you know I'm not angry at the manager. I'm angry at the friggin' ownership because if you if
On
if
this.
you want if you wanted the best in class, right?
Do you know? Do you know who?
We should
Dan
say it
Ashworth.
again.
Dan
Dan
Ashworth.
Ashford. Yes, he
And
warned
I'm
us,
glad
bro.
he's gone. And I'm
He,
glad.
he, he
I'm
yeah
glad he's.
he warned us about it, but it wouldn't work. He said it would fail. He was right. So he's probably sitting there laughing. See, I was right, but y'all got rid of me anyway. But just to move on from that a little bit, right? This ownership, bro. This ownership. When we lift this trophy
When or
on the
if we lift.
21st, no, 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 no,
If
no,
we lift.
no, bro. We have to speak it into existence, right?
Yeah.
When we lift this trophy on the 21st, right? This ownership, this ownership, this ownership, do not play with me, bruv. Give this manager what he needs. Because, bro, Victor Osimhen just won a trophy in Turkish league.
Wait, he won the Turkish league already.
No, no, no. He just won. I think it's a domestic trophy.
Are Galatasaray
I'm gonna
up?
post something on it later. Plus,
Are are Galatasaray still on top of the league?
yeah,
Are they still,
Galatasaray is still
yeah.
on top of the league right now.
So how many games left of the season? Like how many games do they have left?
I'm not sure. I have to double check. But when I looked at the table earlier, they were on top of the league, bro. Victor
Right.
Osimhen scored 35 goals in
Yep.
six
And
months.
last season, yeah, don't forget the reason why he scored the goals that he scored was because he had an injury. He had an
Mm-hmm.
injury, so he couldn't play for majority of the season, and
Yeah.
that's why if you actually look at his goals tally last season, right, it's not as much, but in the games he played, that's
Mm-hmm.
good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, if United fans don't want Osimhen, who do you want? Because surely not Liam Delap. Because I'm hearing Man City are going for Florian Wirtz,
Mm-hmm.
Tijani Reinders from AC Milan, bro. uh, That's and City are not even in the Champions League yet. They
Mm-hmm.
haven't confirmed Champions League places yet. They're still
Mm-hmm.
it's still close. It's still tied.
But I do see them winning the FA Cup. I do see them winning it.
Crystal Palace, you know what to do. Wigan Athletic have done it before. I'm banking on you, man. Even though I hate you, man. Crystal Palace, yeah, do it.
You might say, "Hey, Crystal
I
Palace,
just,
yo,
oh, minute,
he said we got a little better with him. Yeah, we have certain improvement. We improve in certain things. I could say there's certain things we improved for sure. What else Austin is saying? Don't they end early to mid June? You mean the season? That's what you're talking about, Austin. The season? Because I think after we play Aston Villa, that's it for our season. I don't know about Turkish league or anything else like that. You know what I'm saying? So yes. Oh, you're talking about the Turkish league. I don't know. I don't know for sure about the Turkish league, but I know Victor. I know Galatasaray won another trophy with Victor Osimhen, and I'm gonna post a short on it later. I actually have the short that I have to post, but I'm not gonna post it yet. But yeah, in the meantime, let me finish this article real quick. Um,
Sorry about that.
no, it's all good. I'm just gonna finish up this article right here real
Yeah,
quick.
no worries.
It says, yeah, we play a different game. It's not the same to play against Real Sociedad or even Leon or Athletic Bilbao. It's going to be a different.
What do you mean by that, Austin? Are we in the summer thing?
But we prepare summer thing. He's talking about the preseason. He's probably talking about preseason.
The preseason actually starts right after the Europa League final. So
Yeah.
Aston Villa United fly off to Asia to play in Kuala Lumpur against ASEAN All Stars. If you don't know
Hmm.
what ASEAN is, it's a group of it's 10 countries in Southeast Asia. ASEAN is Southeast Asia.
Mm.
Uh, basically, so Thailand, so my countries in the ASEAN: Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, um, Indonesia, and I'm forgetting a couple more. Singapore and I think another one. I'm forgetting. This is another country. I think I'm not sure if Timor Leste is there. Is
Mm.
Timor Leste in Asia? I don't even know, but
So
whatever.
smash the question. In the
Ten
game
countries.
in the game in Asia, are you gonna watch any games or no?
I You know what it is? I don't even need a visa to go to Malaysia because you know what it is with like I said, the ASEAN thing, right? I just like I said, Thailand and Malaysia, they're kind of connected in a way.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the same country, obviously, but they're connected, right? They're literally like neighbor each other. So I can go there without visa.
Okay, nice, 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 nice,
I can travel there without visa.
nice, nice, nice,
Like
nice, nice, nice.
so, yeah, I can. It's just like an hour flight away from where I live. I live in Bangkok, so like when out an hour flight away. Yeah, I should be able to, but really and truly, like I don't know, man. It's
Mm.
just sometimes United does my head in, so I don't even I want to see them.
So, I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm glad you're here. Guess what?
Arsenal going to America.
We,
You
we
know,
had
Arsenal going to America. Sorry, I just wanted to
yeah
respond. Arsenal going
yeah
to
yeah
America.
yeah, bro. Listen, this is a man I'm having a football debate with a local Man United fan on my channel. This man right here, bro. Last night, the local Man United fan came in the chat, and this man wasn't talking all the chess he was talking. But it's okay. He said he gonna save everything for the debate. I am so I'm so looking forward to this debate, bro. You don't know
Is he?
how
Wait,
much.
he's an Arsenal fan, is he?
Yeah, he's an Arsenal fan, bro. Bro, listen. This man has been chatting some stuff in the chat, bro, all a
I
week.
can
So I
tell.
can't, I can't wait. Yo, bro, I can't wait for that debate.
I, I don't think we should be debating, even though even if we win the Europa League, I don't think it's up for
Yeah.
debate.
No, 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 no. It's not that type of debate. He's he's gonna test his ball knowledge against a United fans' ball knowledge. It's
Okay.
about ball. It's about ball knowledge. That's it. Nothing crazy. Yeah, Austin. Yeah, bro. He is back. But he said the Gunners all the way.
No, I think Arsenal going to America as per
Mm,
usual.
but
United are actually going to America as well, but
mm,
we're going to Asia first, and then I think we're
first.
going to play a bit in Europe,
But
and then we'll
but but but
straight to America.
all jokes and all jokes aside, bro. He's a cool dude though. He's a cool dude. Yo, Rog, can you do me a favor? I dropped AN Sports link in the channel. So if you get him, get one more subscriber. He's trying to get to 250. If you can help him
I'm
get to
literally
one more
just
subscriber.
get me to 240 by today. It's all good. Just
Yeah.
240 is fine, and then 250 will be when we do our next stream. I think we'll be. Do you know what, bro? I'm free. I'm free. I'm free tonight. I'm free tonight, or I'm free tomorrow. I think we can do another show tomorrow if you like.
I think when I get home from work today, I'm doing a show with Mike's for sure.
Okay,
I'm doing a show with Mike's,
I
and
can do
then
one with you. I can do a show with you after if you want
yeah,
tomorrow.
the 45-minute football chat. Yes, I like to
Yeah,
have you on that.
tomorrow. My time, same time as usual. We can unless you're doing a show with Mike same time or
No, 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 no. The Mike show is from 6 p.m. my time, so that's 11 p.m. UK time for him. Then
right.
after that, I do my 45-minute football talk where I interact with the people in the chat.
don't know if I'll be
So,
able to tune in. It'll be 5 a.m. for me.
oh shit, yo, shit, yeah,
I'll watch it back. I'll watch it back. I'll watch it
yeah,
back.
but for sure we could do something for sure. What is he saying first? What is he saying? What is Gunner saying? What is that? First, he has to admit that Ramsey is better than bro. What? What?
Yeah, I will admit, Sir Alf Ramsey, the England manager, yeah, wanna World Cup with England, yeah, sure. Sir Alf Ramsey, not Aaron Ramsey. Okay,
Mm,
yeah, there you go. Sir Alf Ramsey's better than Paul Scholes because Paul Scholes never won a World Cup with England, but Sir Alf Ramsey did. So Sir Alf Ramsey's
mm.
better.
See, yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
bro. See, he knows his ball knowledge. He knows his ball knowledge. Yeah, listen, I'm looking forward to that debate. It's
If
the
anyone
day
wants to
before.
argue with
It's the
me,
day
yeah,
before the final.
if anybody wants to argue with me, Sir Alf Ramsey is the most successful manager in English history. England history, not English football. England history.
Mm.
Yeah, he won the World Cup with England, the only World Cup, the only major trophy England have. So there you go.
Yo, bro. But so crazy, bro. You know how many years ago that was, though? That was a long.
1966, bro. I was
That's
born in 1999, I think.
bro. I
Yeah.
was born. I was born in '93, bro. 1993. Shit,
I
that's
sometimes
a
wish
long
I
time.
sometimes wish I never revealed my age, but whatever, it is what it is.
Mm,
I'm in 99, so just about.
mm.
Anyways, big up to you though.
What
No,
what he
but
what
it's
he was
true
saying? What he
though.
was saying? What he was
But
saying?
it's true though.
No,
Sir
what?
Alf Ramsey is English. Is
Nah,
England's most
what I
successful
was
man.
looking for, but I still take. I just. Oh, he meant he just subscribed. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
he just
I'm
subscribed.
but it's true though, bro. Sir Alf Ramsey is England's most successful guy. Bobby Charlton, Bobby Moore, um, and all these guys.
I think yeah, Charlton Charlton played that day too. Yes,
No, yeah,
yes.
of course, he did. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, he did.
I
And
remember he's a part of the Holy Trinity. Matter of
yep, the
fact.
Holy Trinity, and all of them are up in heaven now. So, you know,
Hear what this man. Hear what this man say. Hear what this man say. At Rasta, you are the same age as my oldest brother.
older brother.
Older brother, yeah. Bro, listen. You feel me? I'm a '90s baby. You know what I mean? I was born in the year of '93.
So
You know what I mean?
you're so weird, bro. Today, yeah, I woke
Mm.
up. Right, it was raining for a bit.
It's raining right now for me, actually.
And it was raining for a bit, yeah, and then I woke up again, stopped raining. Later on became sunny, then
Hmm.
cloudy, then sunny again. These past few days or past week in Thailand has been an absolute shit show because it's been pouring down with rain the past week.
Yo, bro, but I'm
Pouring.
glad that you didn't get affected by by what happened the other day, bro. Because I'm like shit, bro. Like I know people living out there, and
Oh, the earthquake. Oh no
yeah,
no 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 no. The earthquake that was not the. It was actually an aftershock because the earthquake actually came from our neighbor country. Is not the earthquake didn't actually happen in Thailand. It was an aftershock
mm-hmm,
because the earthquake happened in Myanmar right next to us. It didn't happen in Thailand. We felt it because obviously like it's we're neighbors. We felt it. We felt the
mm-hmm,
aftershocks of it. So
mm.
yeah, it wasn't a good feeling. But you know what's funny? I was asleep when it happened.
Oh Lord.
I was on, bro. The safest place to be is on your bed, bro. When it happens,
Mm.
I was actually lying flat on my bed. I was like, what the hell's going on? Something's shaking.
Bro,
I
yo,
woke up.
bro,
It was an earthquake.
listen. It's funny. We had a slightly tremor one day. I said I'm tired. I'm sleeping for the whole day. When I woke up, my neighbors
Yeah.
asked, "Oh, you didn't feel the earthquake?" I'm like, "Bro, what
Was it the
earthquake?"
earthquake in San Diego, San Jose? Was it the earthquake that you felt?
No. Probably. I'm not sure, but I'm like, bro, I was sleeping the whole day. They were like, "You were sleeping?" I'm like, "Yeah,
That was
okay."
my first ever. That was the first. That was the first earthquake I've ever felt because there was one earthquake in Thailand. I remember years ago, right, 11 years ago. But I was
Mm,
playing football when it happened,
mm,
so I didn't feel it. I was on the ground floor. I didn't feel it. When you're in the building or when you're up high, you'll feel it because the building is like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but you're gonna feel it when you're up higher than when you're on the ground.
yeah.
I was, I was I was playing football when one of the earthquakes happened. So like years ago. So like you know what? Cool.
Mm.
But anyways,
For me, Neymar, because
yeah,
I feel
Neymar.
like Neymar.
Mbappe's
And
Mbappe is overrated as fuck. Like in terms of,
Neymar for me because I seen Neymar played more. Right? But to me,
oh,
Mbappe, you better win that La Liga next season, bruv. You
I
better
will
win
say
that La Liga next season.
I will say this though, right? Mbappe is a really good player. All right,
Hmm.
don't get it twisted here. I'm not saying Mbappe is a bad player. It's just the way people rate him. They compare him to the likes of Henri. They compare him to the likes of, you know, Van Basten and all these guys. Bro,
Hmm.
he does not match any of them.
Hmm.
He doesn't. Just because he scored a hat trick in a World Cup final or he won the World Cup at very, very young does not mean he's better than them. He's not better
Mm.
than Thierry Henry. He's not better than Van Basten. He's not better than
Listen,
Buffon.
I think him and
He's
Thierry
not. He's
Henry
not
won the World Cup the same age too.
exactly. But at the same time, bro, he's not better than all the strikers that I've listed. Yeah, he's won trophies with France, but so has Zidane, so has Henri, so has Giroud, bro. So has, you know, bro, a lot of other guys. But at the same time, we're looking at this right. Mbappe is overrated by fans. He's not an overrated player. It's the way fans overrate him. To the extent
Mm.
of he's being compared to certain players where I don't agree with at all. If you ask me Mbappe or Rooney for me. Rooney. Rooney all day for me. I grew up watching Wayne Rooney, bro. I watched Wayne
Yeah,
Rooney grow up.
likewise, likewise.
He's clear. He's clear. Right? If
Hmm.
you ask me, Mbappe or who was another one? Mbappe or God, give me a striker. David Villa. David Villa.
Hmm. Bro. So you know what Hugh said? Hugh said Harry Kane is better than Wayne Rooney.
No, he's
I
not.
bro,
No,
bro,
he's not.
bro, 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 bro.
No, he's not.
Yo, listen, bro. I want you to tune in for this debate so much because
Arsenal fans,
I know
Arsenal
Ray
fans
is
working
gonna
for Harry
school
Kane.
this kid.
Are Arsenal fans working for Harry Kane? I never thought I'd see the day. To be fair, with you, Harry Kane. To be fair with you, Harry Kane is an Arsenal. To be fair with you, Harry Kane is an Arsenal
Yeah,
fan.
he grew up as an Arsenal fan. Yes, yes. Big up, brother. Big up,
It doesn't.
brother.
It does not matter that Mbappe had a big part in winning the trophy. All right, because Giroud also had a big part in winning the trophy. Giroud, if you don't know, Giroud is France's all-time top goal scorer. Giroud is France's all-time top goal scorer.
Yeah.
Did you know that? He passed Trezeguet for France's all-time top goal scorer. Trezeguet was France's all-time top goal scorer. It was not Henri. It was Trezeguet.
Mm,
So Giroud surpassed him. Giroud
mm.
surpassed him, and he did it in the World Cup as well, or the Euros. I can't remember what it was. It was probably Euros actually. I think. But
So
anyways,
speak. Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
no, I was just gonna say like I just think Mbappe is massively overrated by fans. He's not an overrated player, but for me, if you compare him to the likes of like you say Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, Harry Kane versus Wayne Rooney, I'm taking Wayne Rooney all day. Look at the accolades, bro. Look at his career. Yes, he has more goals for England, but what does that matter? Go look at the accolades. Harry Kane just
Just won one trophy recently.
he just won
Ru-
his
Ru-
first trophy, and he had to go to
Rooney
Bayern.
Rooney has six titles,
And bro,
six domestic titles.
and what's so hilarious? Sorry to interrupt you. What's
Hmm.
so hilarious? He won it with Bayern Munich in his second season. Bayern had their first trophy this season when Harry Kane joined.
Mm. What are you saying?
What
What are you saying? What are you saying? Nah,
what do you
don't.
what's he on about?
And he said, nah, don't play that. You said that you, when Wade was here, that he left. You started talking. Yo, no, Austin is reminding him about what he said.
Hugh, let me ask you a question, bro. Right? And big up to you though. I don't have anything against you, right? Mbappe did it at a younger age. He has more World Cup goals than Ronaldo. Okay. But let me ask you this. Just because you're doing it at a younger age does not make you a better player. It doesn't. It doesn't matter when you do it. It really doesn't. All right? People are saying Lamine Yamal is at 17 is better than Messi, and I agree with that. At 17 versus Messi 17, I agree with that. But doing it younger and doing it older, what's the difference? You're doing it still.
Mm-hmm.
You're still
Mm-hmm.
winning it. It doesn't matter what age you win it, you know. But for me, like I'm looking at this right. So just because Mbappe has more World Cup goals than Ronaldo, does it make him a better player than Ronaldo? No, no, bro. The World Cup thing is so like. I'll be honest with you. The way people overuse this World Cup thing, they're trying to say that people who have won the World Cup are better than those who have not won the World Cup. So Paul Scholes is not. So Paul Scholes is not better than wait who which German is Paul Scholes better than Mesut Ozil? Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
Is Paul
Mm-hmm.
Scholes better than Pirlo? I would say
Carlos Pirlo, right?
no. Andrea Pirlo.
Oh, Angela Pirlo. Okay,
I
okay.
I would say so. Some might not say so, but I would say so. Right? Paul Scholes, my all-time goat. Like
Ronaldo.
football,
Ronaldo.
yeah.
Ronaldo, bro. Bro, I grew up watching Ronaldo.
Same.
I grew I
I
I
grew up.
I I I grew up watching Ronaldo. Okay? I grew up
Cheers,
watching
cheers to
CR7.
that. Cheers to
Yep.
that.
Cheers. What is that? Chai?
Mm-hmm.
Man is enjoying his chai.
English breakfast.
Mm.
English breakfast.
Just
Just
tune
yeah,
in.
bro.
Just tune in.
Hey, listen. I'll tune in. I'll tune in. You and Rasta have the debate. I'll be there.
No. It's not with me. It's with Ray. But I'll be
Oh,
the
okay.
like I'll be the neutral. I will be the neutral. But if I'm gonna throw my little 2 cents in and there. But yeah, bro,
Fine,
this
man.
gonna be fun. This is
Okay.
gonna be fun, bro. Like. Listen, bro. This is what I say when you're in your chat. Interact with your people in your chat because you know what? Listen, a lot of people don't like interacting with them chat
Look
because
at look at
I be, huh?
my guy. My guy Austin.
Yep. Austin for sure. Because this is funny, bro. This is so funny. This is so funny, bro.
When did I say goals don't matter? I said goals matter, but in context.
Yeah, we're gonna make our goat proud for sure. Wait, what is he saying? But Ronaldo has more
Well,
goals than Messi. I
unless he's
thought
talking
you
about me.
said goals don't matter.
Unless he's talking about me.
Oh, probably based on what you said.
No, no. Harry Kane has more goals than Rooney. Doesn't make him a better footballer.
Hmm.
Who I grew up watching and who I think is better when I'm just watching on the eye test. I like Ronaldo more.
Hmm.
I'm sure it's same for you as well.
Bro, for me, CR7, bro, he was at Man United as a teenager, bro. But what's man talking about? Of
The
course,
skills, the
of
skills, the
course. A man used to dribble the ball
oh,
on the streets of Manchester, bro.
I love it, man.
Yep, yep, yep,
Yep.
yeah, for sure. Got to love it. Got to love it. Got to love it. But yo, listen, I can't wait for this. Yo, bro, I can't wait for this debate, bro. I cannot wait for this
I'll tune
debate.
in. I'll tune in. I'll be there. I'm not gonna be on the live, but I'm gonna be in the chat.
Ah,
Unless you want me on, I can maybe hop on like later in the show and then just maybe
yeah, bro. I'm gonna make sure I go to lunch late that day because I set it for
unless you
twelve
want me to
thirty.
unless you want me to be the judge of the show, I can do that.
Bro, listen, I set it up. I set it for late. You feel me? I set it up for late for 12:30. Matter of fact, I will sell you. I'll send you the link, and I'll leave my tablet running, and
Isn't
you continue. If you will continue this, because bro, listen,
shut
brother,
up,
I can't
shut
wait for
up.
this. What was he saying now? What
But
is he saying now?
Hugh, international football is not the pure determination of what you've done in your career. Mbappe's never won a Champions League,
Hmm.
but he's done Fair enough. He's done for France.
All
But
right, Austin. Bless up, Austin. Bless up,
shout out
bless
to
up.
you, Austin, bro. Shout out
Yeah,
to you, bro. Big up
bless
to you,
up,
man.
bless up, bless up.
I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see you in the
Yeah,
chat
yeah,
tomorrow.
because he's in Canada right now because his team isn't playing in a
Where are
tournament.
you in? Where in Canada are you about right
No,
now? Are you in Vancouver? Are you in
I think I,
Toronto?
th- I think he's in Toronto. He's playing a tournament in Toronto.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Big up to you, Austin.
Hmm.
But
Man,
anyway,
listen.
as I was saying, like
Hmm.
forget just international football. Like I'm just bro, club football is the majority. Like because yeah, he's in Toronto. Big up to you, man.
Hmm.
Big up to you. But as I was saying, if if you're only playing international football, then okay, fine. But if you're talking about club football, just in terms of club football, right?
Hmm.
Wayne Rooney is by far clear of Harry Kane. By far.
Rain Rooney has a Champions League trophy to his name.
It's your opinion, Hugh. I'm not gonna judge
Hmm.
your opinion. Like I don't mind. At the end of the day, it's your opinion, right? I'm not gonna slate you for saying that. It's fine, right? Because at the end of the day, you're here giving your opinion on football. I'm not gonna say, oh, you're a bad fan. You're not.
Hmm.
It's at the end of the day, football's all about opinion. For me, I just like Ronaldo more. I grew up watching Ronaldo. I just think he's the better player. I think on the eye test, but the man that scored 91 goals in a season, won 3 Ballon d'Ors back to back. Look, I hear your argument. I hear your opinion, but at the same time, football is about eye test, right? Football is about eye test, about numbers. Not all the only numbers, the only metric in football, the only numbers that kind of really matter in football are goals. Kind of, because sometimes you can look at a player and be like, okay, he's better, but that guy has more goals. For me, the way Ronaldo even, the way Ronaldo even scores them goals. Forget just like just overall game. The way he scores his goals, like just forget about Ronaldo can do free kicks, headers, left foot. Bro, he has more left foot goals than some left foot players. Like purely naturally left footed players. He has more left footed goals than Iron Robin. Did you know that? Bro, it's crazy. And Ronaldo has. Do you know what people call Ronaldo Penaldo? Yeah, but he's only scored over 100 penalties. Just about 100 penalties, slightly over 100 penalties, and he has nine. And he has almost 1,000 goals in football. So
Mm.
a small percentage of his goals are penalties. Small percentage of his goals are penalties. People only look at penalties nowadays, but a small percentage of his goals are. Yeah. Did you guys see my goal against Getafe at Ankara Messi moment? If that's not eye test, I don't know what it is. What is he talking about?
Oh, I know what he's talking about. Uncle Messi, Uncle Messi, Uncle Messi, Uncle. I know what he's talking about. I know what he's
I know,
talking about.
I know the Ankara Messi moment, but what is he on about? Like his goal that he scored.
Hold on a second. Hey, Hugh, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, and you come up here and you speak your piece, bro. Come up here and speak it. I'm gonna drop the Matter of fact, bro, share the link. I'm gonna share the link in the chat so he can come up here and
Shout out to you,
speak
Arian,
his
every single
spiel
time, bro.
and speak
Shout out,
his spiel.
shout,
Hold up.
shout out to you, Arian. Big up to you, Arian, bro.
I'm gonna share the link in the chat right now. He's a,
Yeah.
and I don't normally do this, so let's go, bro. There's the link, Hugh. There's the link. There is the link.
Oh, you can't come on today.
Okay,
No,
okay. My bad, my bad,
20th
my
then.
bad.
20th then.
The 20th for sure.
Yeah. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Mm. But yeah, bro. But yeah, for sure, man. Listen, bro. I like how he's a gunner and he back his club no matter what. He's passionate about his club. And listen, we're Man United fans, and
Be
he's here.
realistic sometimes. No?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
He's listening to what we gotta say, so and I can respect that. He's
be,
realistic, bro.
be realistic sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But yeah.
mm, for sure. But this comment right here, bro. This
Yeah,
comment right here. Wayne Rooney was a
I'll
beast
be here.
scoring.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here. I'm reading.
Hold up, hold up. What he said? What this man just said? You know, screw it. Send the link. Okay. All right, bruv. We're gonna send a link. This is the pre. This is the pre debate before the debate. This is the pre debate before the debate. There you go, bruv. There you go. The link is here. This is gonna be the pre debate before the debate. What are you saying? So at the same time, Ronaldo bicycle kick versus Juventus was pure madness, perfect technique, insane elevation and power. Even Juventus fans stood and applauded. Of course, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that bicycle kick.
The saddest part was I had school the next day, so I missed it.
Shit.
Because you know Champions League times you're late as hell.
I know. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. I sent him the link. He said he gonna come up for a bit. So let's see here. Come on here. We here
Gonna
waiting, bro.
I'm gonna be the judge of the debate. So you two go back and forth, yeah. Because I know you've been like, yeah. I'm gonna
No,
sit
no, it's,
here.
it's not necessary for me. I'm gonna let him speak and speak. The debate is not with me. It's with him and Ray. I'm the neutral in it, but I'll say my little 2 cents here and there. So what does he say? What Aaron said? Because it wasn't just a goal; it was a moment that broke hearts, but earned respect. Of course, it did. A lot of hearts were broken that day.
It was
G
sad
G
seeing
G
him leave.
Buffon was a goalkeeper.
It was sad seeing him leave.
Yeah.
It was sad seeing him leave Real Madrid, though. That's all I'll say.
Can I
Very,
not show my
very, very.
face? Bro, if you don't want to show your face, that's up to you. But on the debate day of the debate, show your face. Show your face. It's the day of debate. But yeah, you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. But on the day of the debate, you have to show your face.
Just make sure you're not doing any nasty stuff behind the scenes. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Because I'm not trying to get canceled.
Exactly.
Yep,
Don't cancel my guy. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because we don't normally share links in the chat.
Yeah. I hear. Unless you're confident with someone that you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the day of the debate, show your face. But today, bro, you don't have to. Let's get it, bro. We here waiting. The suspense is killing us, bro. Let's go.
Is he here?
No, not yet. Maybe he's probably trying to find somewhere quiet to go because it's early in the morning for us over here. By the way, come on, bro. Show your face. It's gonna be fun and heated. He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. He don't want to show his face, but on the day of the debate, bro, show your face, man. Show your face.
What am I live?
Yeah, you here, bro. You here?
So you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so what I had to say was this.
Oh, Mama Glad. Uh-huh.
He's giving up
so
already.
yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. So so
I'm
basically,
go on.
so
Uh-huh.
basically, yeah, basically what I had to say was like, bro, you guys are comparing Messi with Ronaldo, and everyone knows that Messi. I heard you say earlier on that international football doesn't matter, but everyone knows that when Messi wasn't winning the World Cup or he wasn't winning any trophies, people were coming after him when he hadn't won anything. But when in 2016, when Ronaldo won the Euros, people were saying that he's better than Messi because he'd achieved with Portugal, and Messi hadn't achieved anything with Argentina. Remember, it wasn't too long ago when Messi hadn't won anything with Argentina, and people were saying that you can't compare this guy with Maradona. He hasn't done anything for Argentina. But when he won, now people are starting to say that international football doesn't matter. So I'm seeing the goalposts changing, and I'm like, I don't know. But in my opinion, Messi is always it. Messi's the GOAT, man. In my opinion, that's just me. I don't know about anyone else, but Messi's that's just me.
Bro, listen, everybody has their own opinion, bro. We gotta respect it. Listen, you are a Gunner fan. You are a
Exactly.
Gunner fan. You feel me? And I remember the days when y'all went invincible, bro. I said it in the chat earlier, bro. On my other life, I cried as a Man United fan when y'all went invincible. I cried, bro. That whole week when I went to school, every Arsenal fan, bro, was just bantering me. We went invincible, ha ha ha. Van Nistelrooy, Mr. Penalty, ha ha, bro. I'm telling you, bro. So I gotta respect your opinions, bro, because based on what I hear you saying in the chat, right?
Yeah.
Some you make a lot of sense. Some Arsenal fans I talk to, bro, like you said if Arteta don't win you a trophy next season, you're willing to give him time based on injuries or whatever. But next season, if you don't win a trophy, you want him gone, you want him out.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm
That's
hearing
cool.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm hearing other Gunners saying that nah, he has to stay because we never competed in Champions League before this. I'm like, bro, I've watched games where Arsenal played in Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Period.
Like back in the
Period. So
day. Yeah.
what back in the day? So what y'all talking about?
You see, the thing for me is like I understand that people. Argentina is definitely not Argentina. Sorry, Arteta. I'm still fixed on the Messi thingy.
Hmm.
Arteta's Arteta has definitely changed Arsenal. He's definitely brought them into like a better form, and
Hmm.
yeah, when before Arteta came, like we definitely weren't competing in the Champions League or playing Champions League soccer. But now,
Hmm.
or sorry, football. That's my opinion. I'm American, so you're gonna have to forgive me about that.
Yeah, I'm American too,
Yeah.
bro. So it's all good.
Okay, yeah, you get it. He
Yeah.
gets it. So, yeah,
Your
yeah,
excuse
he
is what?
came. Hmm? Oh yeah, this one time. Okay, okay, thanks. I see you. Yeah, thanks. So he came, he helped us to get to the Champions League, and now we're playing Champions League football, consistently, which is nice. But like the thing in my mind is, there was always like a certain piece kind of missing. When he first came, they were like, "Yeah, we need to like reinforce our defense, whatever." We brought in defenders. We need to reinforce the midfield, like we brought in the midfield. We need to like
Hmm.
change the style of play, whatever. We got that. Like we need to be getting to the latest stages of the Champions League. We start to get to the quarterfinal. Last season we're in the quarterfinal. This season we're in the semifinal. So right now it's like the kind of the window for like excuses is kind of like closing, and like because like right now we have a good defense. Midfield is kind of questionable. I know Odegaard hasn't been on his best form this season, but like you know what I mean. Our wingers are somewhat decent. We still need a striker though. That's kind of the biggest thing. But like like kind of the limit for excuses is kind of like running out.
Your
So
manager said,
now, yeah. So now it's like, as
Bro, you hit the hammer on the nail with that. No more
yeah,
excuses, bro. No
that's
more.
true.
Because, bro,
Yeah,
me and him is fuming at Arsenal because I'm like, how the you let Liverpool equalize it? This should have been your fucking season, bro.
bro, three. I
bro.
needed him to win.
I was
I
pissed too.
needed
I
him
was
to
pissed
win the
too.
league 3 years in a row. I needed Arsenal to win the league 3 years in a row. City twice, Liverpool once. I didn't want to see City catch up to United in terms of like what the 3 in a row, 4 in a row bullshit. Because now we can't say
Yeah,
4 in a row. And now Liverpool have won their 20th, and it's a shame that it had to be Arsenal that I needed to win the league. But it's just at the end of the day, my rivals are Liverpool, City, and Leeds. Arsenal come right
yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
Mm.
So yeah,
Bro. Listen, bro. Everywhere I fucking go, I see scouts. Everywhere I go, I see
bro.
fucking
Same
In
here
scouts.
where I live.
that's in New
Where I
York
live,
or where?
Yes, in New York, yes.
bro. Where I live, we
Okay,
have
Yeah,
Liverpool
he's
fans.
in Thailand. I'm in New York.
Bro, there are more Liverpool
okay.
fans in Thailand. And trust
Wow.
me, they did some parade, yeah, and my friend was there. They did like some mini bus parade. Like not, I don't think many Liverpool fans were there, but they did some parade. Yeah, if I was there, I'd have been screwed. I'm glad I
Bro, I
didn't go.
bet. Yeah. it's definitely been frustrating, and it's somewhat even more frustrating right now because like it's like we're getting literally like to the end of it, but we can't like seal the deal. Like we're finishing number 2, we're getting to like the semifinal of the Champions League, like we're right at like the pinnacle, like we're almost about to do it, but we don't cross the finish line. That's like
You
the
should have
only
beaten
thing. So
bro,
You
and
should
this
have
and
beaten
this is
Bayern last.
this is the thing when I say about your captain Martin fucking Odegaard.
No shoulder guard.
Fucking little shit, bro. I
nah,
am not a Gunners. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm a United fan. But every
yeah.
time I watch Arsenal play, bro, Martin Odegaard pisses me off. If I was there, I would run on the pitch and I'll knock sense in this guy. What are you doing?
So
Why are you hiding from the ball? Why the fuck are
so
you hiding from the ball?
the thing is, I think this season, that perspective on Odegaard is definitely true. I think in a lot of like the bigger games
Mm.
he hasn't been showing up, but last season he
Shout,
was
shout.
Oh,
argue.
ciao, bro, ciao.
This is my guy right here. We do shows every single Monday and
So,
Friday.
so yeah, yeah,
Okay.
bro. So if you the link is in the chat, bro. If you want to jump on the chat, jump on the
Yeah, yeah,
chat,
yeah.
bro. The link is
Bro, this,
there.
Josh
this is
Yeah,
Hart.
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
like
bro. This is also another Gunners right here. Let it be even. Let it be two United and two
wait,
Gunners. Let
Come
it
on,
be
man.
even.
so
Do it.
Come on, broski.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do
so
it.
wait, so what team does is it a Akevin
Yeah, he's
Akevin?
a gunner. He's a gunner like you. He's a gunner like you.
No, no,
No
no. Me,
way.
I,
Oh no,
I'm a
he's a
United
Man
fan.
United fan like
I'm a
me. No,
United
no,
fan.
he's a
I'm
Man
a
Oh
United
United
sure,
fan.
man.
Yeah, and the
I'm a
person in
United.
the chat, we tell him to come up. He's a gunner. He's a gunner
Yeah,
He's
fan.
a gunner,
I,
yeah. Yeah, for a
I'm a
second I was like, yeah,
I'm a
for a gunner,
United.
you
I'm,
don't seem to be supporting the cause, but it's whatever, man.
me,
Like,
I'm just joking.
me,
But
nah, bro.
yeah, but
I'm
yeah,
a United
what,
fan, bro.
bro?
yeah,
Listen, when I say I watched Arsenal play, right?
yeah,
Martin fucking Odegaard, Martin
yeah.
fucking Odegaard, bro. I firmly believe Real Madrid sold him for a reason, bro. Get out of here. You're not good enough, bro. Madrid sold him for any player
But
that Madrid sell. They're not good enough no more, bro.
but
Come
the
on,
thing
bro.
is, even bro, the thing is, I even also look at Madrid sometimes. Like, dude, Madrid are such a good team. Probably this like period of them isn't the best. Like, isn't
Mm-mm.
the best like time to be talking about them like this. But like, if you look at the past, like those guys, like the people they have on their bench, absolute ballers. Like those people on the bench could literally take their bench to like the Premier League and they'd finish like top 6 each
I
season
would
easily,
say
easily.
only. I
Mm.
would say Arda Güler right now currently is their best bench player because let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll say this as well. The El Clasico, right, that happened on the weekend, bro. Don Carlo, bro, I love you, but what the hell are you doing, man? Like,
Oh,
genuinely,
wow.
like, bro, Rodrigo should have come on for Vinny. He stepped on a kid, right, who missed a one-on-one. I'm not slating the kid, yeah. He's not a bad player, but the way he
Yeah,
missed that one-on-one, Rodrigo buries that chance.
Okay, I
bro.
And
see
all of a sudden,
someone's
all of a sudden
asking me a
he scored.
question or
Yeah,
oh yeah.
yeah.
So it says question for Hugh, if United finish 17th and win a trophy, the Europa League versus Arsenal, finishing second and going trophyless again, who's had a better season at the end both qualified for the UCL. I mean that's pretty much still true, I think Manu have obviously had the better season. If they win the Europa League, you guys have obviously had the better season. And I was even talking with Rasta Stocks about that whole Robbie Lyle
Hold up,
comment
hold up,
thingy.
hold up. Shane Gunner, bless up, bro. Bless up, bro.
Is
Shane
this
Gunner,
is this
bro.
Shane on
This
League
guy right here is a gunner,
Is he
gunner.
is he the Shane on League Gunners channel?
Yes, this is Shane and Lee Gunner show.
Oh, big
This
up the
guy,
Shane, big up
Shane
the Shane. What's up,
Gunner,
bro?
bro. Hugh, you are Arsenal fan. I need you to subscribe to his channel, and when he's live, listen what
Okay,
this man has to say about
okay,
Arsenal. Because this
definitely.
man has standards for Arsenal. Understand me? And
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
United fan, and I have to respect when a person uphold the standards for their club.
Very few Arsenal fans I feel bad for, and Lee Gunner and his crew are one of them. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because they've got the
It's
standards of
understandable.
level club. You know what I mean? They've got the elite level standards of a football club, like an elite level sport as well. They have
Yeah,
a degree because a lot of fans nowadays just say, "Oh, but it's a mini trophy. Oh, it's a Mickey Mouse cup." Like, yeah, bro, it's as your collection. You know what I mean? I don't know why you wouldn't take it. Like, let me tell
Yeah,
you this. Even if United are playing Liverpool in an international Champions Cup final, I said United win
yeah.
that game
Hmm.
because we won that game in America years ago. We beat Liverpool 3-1 in the International Champions Cup final
You're
in America.
anxious,
I was
man.
like,
You're
you know
Oh
what?
anxious.
It's a
wow.
rivalry game. Win it.
Not
At the end of the day,
not to
it
cut
means
you
I'm
there, hey Kevin. Not to
yeah.
cut you there. Hey Shane, if you're not too busy, if you could spare 5 to 10 minutes and come on the channel, the link is in the chat. If
Yeah,
you could spare 5 minutes,
please.
because
Love to.
this person here is another gunner. If like I said, if you're not too busy, Shane, if you're not too busy,
Oh,
but
so no.
continue, hey
Oh,
Kevin.
so no.
Now, I was just saying that sometimes you gotta go for it. Like let me tell you this: people think about the UEFA Super Cup final. Does it
Hmm.
count?
Yeah,
Yes, it does. You won the Champions League to get there, and people can laugh at Real Madrid's Intercontinental Cup all they like, right? But they won the
yeah.
Champions League to get there.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So trophy's a trophy, man. Carabao Cup final, bro. Everyone's gonna be there. Arsenal fans say they don't like the Carabao Cup, but when the finals there, AFTV gonna be outside Wembley, bro. Remember years ago, Man
Yeah,
City versus Arsenal, bro. Claude was fuming at that game,
yeah,
bro. They're all on AFTV fan cams. They all were fuming. So
yeah,
they're lying to themselves when they say they don't care about the Carabao Cup. They don't.
yeah. That's
They're lying to themselves, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true. And also on that point, you said that like if you win a Super Cup, that's considered a major trophy, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I remember yesterday, I think it was yesterday or today, I don't know. I think
Or
Rasta
you
Stocks was talking about the Community Shield and saying
Hmm.
that the Community Shield ain't no big trophy, but it's still
it's not.
silverware. I
No,
kind of,
it's not.
I agree with him though, but now like,
Bro, bro,
is the
bro,
is
bro,
this
bro, 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 bro. Okay, okay, Shane. Please come up here, Shane.
But
Please,
let me say this though,
please.
Rasta. Let,
Bro. No. Hold on. Did this man? This man? What did this man just say? What?
the Community Shield.
Bro. I'm glad Shane is coming up here. Who is a gunner to educate you on
No,
some
but
shit, man?
let,
okay? No
let,
problem, no problem. He can
no, but
come.
let me say this though, yeah. Let me say this quickly, yeah. But because I don't like the qualification for the Community Shield though. I don't like the criteria for qualification because you know what it is. Why is the League Cup all of a sudden ignored? Because I'll tell you
Yeah,
why.
No.
Last year,
Nobody's in it, Austin. We're
last
just
year,
talking.
last year it should have been Man City versus Man United. Not this year, but last year because United won the League Cup, City won the double. Right? That should
yeah,
have been United in the League Cup. But
yeah,
if City were to clean sweep everyone, then go look at the best English club in the Champions League, or go look at the best English club that's won, or go look at the previous Community Shield winner, or go and get if, for example, an English club wins. Sorry, let me say this again. An English club wins the Champions League. Liverpool won the Champions League. Why didn't Liverpool
yeah.
go into the final of the Community Shield? You know what I mean? Because they finished second, but they won the Champions League, so they should be in there. If an English club wins the Champions League, they should be in the Community Shield automatically. Because you know
So
why?
that, yeah.
Because I don't understand getting second and getting community shield qualification. It doesn't make sense. Like, I'll be honest with you, like, we used to qualify for the community shield finishing second, right? We used
All
to do
right,
that.
Shane. Appreciate it,
But
Shane. Appreciate it.
because one season we clean sweep Chelsea. We won the Champions League over them, we won the community shield over them, we won the Premier League over them. We clean sweep Chelsea that year, like in
Yeah.
2008. And
I
we
Hmm.
remember. I
faced
remember.
Chelsea, and we faced Portsmouth in the FA Cup. We faced because Portsmouth won the FA Cup that year in 2008. So
Oh wow.
no, I was
Yeah.
just saying, like, criteria for qualification in some trophies is just a bit too over the top. I don't like it. It's lack of standard in football.
Okay,
I feel
I
you on
guess
that.
that's also true. But that kind of plays into what me and Rasta Stocks were talking about. What
Yeah,
Robbie Lyle was saying about
Yeah.
Man U finishing 17th, but them still being able to, like if they win the Europa League final, them qualifying for next season's Champions League. Yeah, Robbie was saying that that's kind of like not how things should be, and that's kind of like they're an embarrassment to
if
football. But it's
Arsenal
also kind of like
win,
those are the
if
rules, bro. Like you can't
Yeah, that's the
really do
rules.
much. Those are the rules. Like
If that's the problem,
if Arsenal if they're
UEFA
lacking
need to change the rules. Then, if that's the case,
exactly.
bro,
But I don't see any problem
UEFA
with
makes
that.
the rules.
I mean, if anything, I kind of see it as like an underdog story because like as much as they're struggling in the league, like they still, held their stuff together and got to the final of the Europa League. So if they end up winning, like kudos to them.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
and
but
also it was, yeah,
yeah.
it
Sorry,
was,
sorry.
it was, yeah, oh yeah, it was crazy because I think, yeah, my sister was asking me the other day, like, what if a team was about to get like relegated in the Premier League, but they still managed to win the Europa League and qualify for the Champions League? I'm like, I guess they'd have to be able to play in the Champions League still, right? Because
But
like,
Yeah.
bro,
mo-
AFTV gonna be outside. AFTV gonna be there celebrating the Europa League as well when they win it, and they'll be like,
Hold on.
"You know, we're in our
Austin,
position, yeah."
we're just having a little debate here. Nothing too
yeah,
crazy. We're just
yeah,
talking about. No, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
oh
No, I
yeah,
was
but
just
it's also interesting because I'm from, well, I was born in the States, but like I lived a lot of my life in Kenya, and I grew up in Kenya. In fact, Kenya is where the place where like I started to like football a lot because like the football culture out there is like really mad.
There's a lot of gunners over there in Kenya. By the way, there's a lot of
Dude,
gunners in Kenya.
you already know. So you know, falling in love with the football culture out there, and then it was also like they're the Man U fans. They have this thing when like when Arsenal win the FA Cup or if they were to win the Carabao. I think mostly it's the FA Cup because like Arsenal they've won a bunch of FA Cups. Usually when
Hmm.
like Arsenal would win an FA Cup, like the Man U fans would be like, yeah, that's not really a major trophy. Like that's a small like tournament or like But then when Man U would win the FA Cup, people wouldn't keep quiet like the whole time. Everyone would be out there shouting, saying like, "Yeah, we won a trophy. What did you guys win? What did you?" And it's like you were the same guys who were saying that that it's a small trophy when we won it. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's interesting to see how there's those double standards. But I guess that's just football for you.
Bro, listen. All I'm saying is right.
Yeah,
All I'm saying is personally, the one time I needed Arsenal to lift a trophy, just win the league. I didn't care if they beat us. As long as you
yeah,
beat us, you get the 3 points to win the league. The one time I wanted Arsenal to win the league,
yeah,
if they just disappointed me, bro.
yeah,
Bro, I'm telling you, everywhere I go, I see Scousers.
yeah.
I see that little stupid bird on this little stupid crest, bro,
but bro, do you know
Yeah,
I'm over here in Thailand. Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of what you call Liverpool fans have their car plates, right? Liverpool on the side of it,
oh
and
wow,
I'm like, oh my God, bro. And there's a lot of like roofs, like you know how like it's not like a roof like a proper roof, but it's like when you go to like a side stall, it's like Liverpool. I'm like, oh my God, bro. I look outside my window, right? I'm upstairs at my parents' house, right, bro. I'm seeing a Liverpool roof down below. I'm like, oh my God, bro. And I live in a house of United fans. Not the roof's not at my house, yeah, but it's near. I can see it from my house, right?
oh wow,
All my building, mostly United fans. No one's a Liverpool fan here. Nobody's
yeah,
a Liverpool fan. All right,
oh wow,
Mm.
but because it's family tradition, we've been United fans from a long time. So, and people will be like, oh, but you're a United fan from Thailand. Why not support your local club? No, support whoever you want. You have one life. Support whoever the hell you
that's
Exactly,
want.
true. That's
exactly.
very true.
Bro, listen.
Support whoever you
I'm a
want.
United fan, and I also support Real Madrid. Because you know why I support Real Skin Madrid? Because they bought CR7.
Yeah,
It's because they're our allies, bro. They love us. We love them.
Hmm.
yeah,
They
that's
they have
true.
they have respect for United, bro. Real Madrid and United, actually, people don't talk about it enough. They have respect for us because they helped us during the Munich air disaster. They loaned in a lot of players.
Hmm.
I know Liverpool did as well, but Liverpool are our rivals, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Real Madrid have done nothing for me to say I hate them. The only man I hate
I
at
don't
Real,
hate
the
them.
only man I hate at Real Madrid right now is Perez. The way he treated Ronaldo, that's why I don't like him. He treated
Oh
Mm.
Ronaldo
wow.
like he treated Ronaldo like crap. He was talking crap about Ronaldo, and he said he never wanted him and stuff like that. There was an audio. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's leaked audio. So like, yeah,
Bro, and also
Wow.
he said, "Oh, I have a flash drive. Will show you how to take free kicks and penalties." I'm like, bro, do you know who you're talking to, bro?
Bro.
oh man,
Yeah.
And Rafa Benitez as well, trying to teach Ronaldo how to take a free kick or something. I'm like, what? Bro, are you good? Rafa Benitez. That guy's crap.
Yep, bro.
As you know, I despise him. I despise Benitez. You know Rasta. You know the interview in 2009. You know what he said.
Yes.
I hate Rafa. I purely hate
Bro, listen. And this is why I tell you, yeah,
him.
I burn a fire on Liverpool FC. And when I say I burn a fire on Liverpool FC, simple as this.
And I can't believe there were some United fans that weren't on
no, let me finish.
Liverpool logo. No,
They
crazy.
mocked. Remember we had when we had the anniversary of the Munich A crash. Liverpool supporters was mocking our dead players. You see, from that then and there, bro, from that day,
Yeah.
I really hate Liverpool. Bro, I hate Liverpool with a passion, bro.
Yeah.
Of all of the clubs, listen, I have one of my cousins supports Liverpool. I don't
Oh
hate
wow.
him. I said, bro, I said I don't hate you, but I hate your club.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts. If they talked stuff about me, I would literally leave the club and destroy them in the new team. Facts.
Yep.
I would as well. And Ronaldo left, but guess what? Perez is a fraud because of the way he did. If he would have had Ronaldo for years, Real Madrid would have won back to back Champions Leagues, unbeaten.
Yeah.
Bro, look at the season with Zidane. 3 times. 3 times.
That was
Yeah.
built. That was Ancelotti's team that he built. Ancelotti built that team. Zidane just took over the fort.
Mm.
You got to give credit to Carlo Ancelotti, man. He never
Of
should have
course.
been sacked in 2015. Never should have been sacked. Don't understand why they sacked him in 2015.
Mm.
Like that was a poor decision by Real Madrid. They hired Benitez and they lost the league because you know why? If they would have kept Carlo, I think they would have won the league that year.
Bro,
Oh wow.
bro, let me tell you this, right? The respect I have for Real Madrid is just simply the fact that y'all saw that Man
Zero hate.
United had a talent, and y'all really wanted the money that Man United asked for. Boom, y'all gave it to us.
I
Boom.
envy what Real Madrid are as a club because I would love to be like them because
Mhm.
I would love to be as successful as them. That's what I envy, but I don't hate them. Like I love Real Madrid. I have so
Yeah, I
much
love
respect.
Real Madrid. But
I,
bro, listen. You see when
I have so much
Kunde,
time. Whoa.
bro, you see when Kunde scored the goal from outside the box when we were playing against the Copa del Rey. I'm watching it
Yeah.
with one of my coworkers, bro. He was just celebrating. I'm like, yo, bro, man, Real Madrid, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah,
I
Why
know,
are you
right?
doing this to me?
that's been a failure area.
Yep,
But
bro. Hold up. Shane Gunner is in. Shane is in the building.
big up Shane.
So Shane is a United. He's an Arsenal fan from Ireland. I think his
Oh
brother
wow.
is is a United fan. So Shane. So this brother right here is Hugh. He's not really gonna show his face at the moment, but brother, we need you. We need you because I know you're one of the Arsenal fans that have standards, right?
Yeah.
You're one of the Arsenal fans that speak their minds and don't sugarcoat shit. I don't sugarcoat shit. Kevin don't sugarcoat shit. I don't know much about you, but some of the stuff this brother been saying in my chat for the last couple of weeks, I'm just like, bro, what are we doing here, bro? Like, bro, some things this man say. At one point, he said this man wanted the Spurs to beat us. I'm like, bro, what? But he made a valid point because if Spurs beat us, right? He said it'll awaken the Arsenal fan base. I said,
Yeah.
bro, I'm like, bro, I don't want us to give Spurs no trophy next season. Let another club give Spurs the next trophy. But Shane, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let you speak your speak, man.
Listen, thanks for having me on. Absolute pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Stocks, you to be in my chat quite often, and hey, Kevin, nice to meet you, man. And Hugh.
Yeah.
No. My brother's a Sheffield Wednesday fan, but I growing up in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
About 80% of fans are either Liverpool or United, and then the rest are sort of scattered between Arsenal and Villa and stuff like that. So, you know, my rival here personally would be Liverpool or United. But with the Spurs thing, I understand the sort of the North London Arsenal guys not wanting it, of course, and I understand it from a personal point of view. But my thing with United winning the Champions League is that if they, and Matty says this, big up Southern Gooner, he says that if United win the Champions League, the Europa League,
then they start looking at Gyökeres and stuff like that instead of Delap, and they'll start looking at the players we're looking at. And I do think that Gyökeres is waiting to see, because I think he wants to work under Amarin, regardless of it being a step down and all this. If he goes to United, the team's built around him. The team will be built for him to get him as many goals as possible. He'll play under a manager he knows. I think he's guaranteed to start. If he comes to Arsenal, Arteta will try and find a way to play Havertz ahead of him. He'll try to find a way to make him track back all the time. He won't change the tactics to suit him, and he'll score a lot less goals.
Not to cut you off, Shane. Could you drop your link in the chat? Drop your link in the chat. Because Hugh, I want you to subscribe to Shane Gunner, and when he's live, when this man speak, I need you to just listen.
Yeah.
This is a die-hearted gunner here, right? Die-hearted gunner. Okay.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
Let me just get it here. Yeah, should do it. That should be it there.
Yep. You see what he said? Yep.
But that's the thing with United. There's pluses and minuses. Of course, then I think it was Aaron that made the point that United fans are already insufferable. You know what I mean? Because they've been winning cups and stuff like that. But and Spurs, imagine them if they won something. So it's kind of the lesser of two evils that way, that United have been winning stuff anyway. You know what I mean? Like, they've been winning cups every year, and regardless of how bad they're playing. Now, I do understand. I'm a big. I hate this whole second place thing that Arsenal fans do. We got it means absolutely nothing. If you get Champions League, it means absolutely nothing if you finish second, third, fourth, or fifth.
That's true.
But if you are finishing like 17th, like Spurs, and you win something, there is still something fundamentally wrong with your club if you're finishing that low on the table. That can't happen by mistake, So I would worry if I was one of their fans. But look, my big thing is, like, I'm just so down now with our club that I said, regardless of who wins it, I'll put up with their fans. If I found out that we sacked our manager in the summer, nobody would be able to touch me. I'd be like, okay, I'm walking on air now because the club's fixed. But if I was Arsenal fans, I wouldn't be getting too cocky about these clubs finishing low, because if Arteta's in charge of our club next season, we're not getting top 5, not even close. No matter who we sign, not even getting close.
Shane, you know what? Not to cut you off, bro. You know what irks me? You know what irks me? A girl. Bro, I live in America. Canada is right across the border. Canada is across the border from us, right? And some of the shit this brother is saying, and listen, I have family members that are gunners. If my family members were next to him, they would tie him up on a tree and beat him senselessly. Senselessly. Why in the hell? What, bro? Some of the stuff I hear this brother say, bro, I'm just like, bro, you sure you're really an Arsenal fan? You sure you're an Arsenal fan? Because I know Arsenal fans will never say some of the stuff listen, I was watching Lee's live the other night, right? Where I think you was there, Jezza was there, Southern Gunner was there, and a few other people. Y'all was just roasting him. And I give him respect. He took the roasting, but Brenda, I'm telling you, bro. Nah, bro. As an Arsenal fan, you should be some of the stuff that come out of this man's mouth. I think he needs to think before he speaks. But continue, Shane. Please.
Yeah, no, he's playing a character at this stage. I think he's playing a character at this stage. Like, I always refer him to like a heel in wrestling. The bad guy in wrestling, where he'll just go against everything, like it's scripted almost. And the way I view it with these people that are doing what he's doing, he's an Arteta fan. He's not an Arsenal fan. And it almost is like a cult now at this stage, where he will just, no matter what his leader says, he'll buy it. Like, if anyone can see in Arteta's press conferences that he's losing the plot. Like, we were the best team in the Champions League and all that sort of stuff. It's embarrassing for the rest of us, but these people eat it up. And at this stage, I do think he's playing a character, especially there. It was not last night, the night before, I was on the roundabout with Dan Potts. And it was me, Dan, Aaron, Maddie, DJB, and Kenny Ken, right? And we were all in agreement, but he had to jump on halfway through, and the first thing he said was "bulge," right? He just cut across me, cut across Matty, and Matty absolutely exploded at him. And I was talking to Lee about it, and Lee was like, "It takes a lot to make Matty explode." You know what I mean? Matty's a laid back dude, and he had enough. It was more about rudeness for me. He was shouting and screaming, and we were having a nice conversation. And then he rage quit, of course, but I was going soft on him on my channel because I'm not one. I'm not going to be seen by picking on someone.
Bro, listen.
But yeah.
No, sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. I
Go
know how
on,
this
go
went.
on.
Yeah, Shane. We were just telling Hugh how the one time I want Arsenal to win the league. Please win the league, Hugh. Sorry, Shane. I live in New York City. Every fucking where I go, I see that little stupid Liverpool crest. I have co-workers coming up to me. My cousin is a Liverpool fan. Every other day I get a message from him. 20 times.
Yeah.
Shane.
Oh, they're insufferable.
Shane, of all the clubs I hate in the Premier League, is Liverpool the most.
I'd be the same because I grew up with them. I always say Liverpool fans are like rats. You're never not within 5 feet of one, man. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, you know what I mean?
Mate. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, the fans can be insufferable. They can be insufferable, especially over here. I presume they're the same over there.
Yep. So Hugh, he dropped his link in the chat. I didn't see it, so I dropped his link in the chat again. Subscribe to Shane Gunner, bro. When he's live, you listen and you learn. Listen and you learn, because he is he is serious Gunner fan, bro. He loves his club. And his morning show is called the Irish Breakfast, right?
The full Irish breakfast, yeah.
The full Irish breakfast. So I'm on my train rides to work. I listen in, and it doesn't mean because I'm a United fan I'm not going to listen to what he had to say. Because at the end of the day, listen, he could say something that I don't know.
Yeah.
I could learn something from him I don't know. So all I'm saying is, bro, I want you to pay attention to see how you came across me, bro. I wasn't expecting Shane. I wasn't expecting Shane to pop up on my channel. When I seen it, I was surprised. So, bro, listen to Shane Gunner, bro.
And who does Hugh follow? Is Hugh United fan as well? Is he?
No, he's a Gunner. He's a Gunner like you.
He's an Arsenal fan as well. And see, and Hugh, how are you with this season? Do you think that we're in trouble next season, or are you thinking that if we get a couple of players, we'll be okay?
I think mainly, the common kind of thing is that like we need a striker, so we definitely need a striker. I think it was crazy because I was just about to ask you like what you think about like Arteta, because like most of the fans are saying that they just want to give Arteta like one more season, and if he doesn't deliver, they want him out. So maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm still kind of. Yeah.
No, I just want him out. Full stop. I wanted him out for a while. I wanted him out early, and I wanted him out partway through last season. At the start of last season, we were awful. It's only because I can see what's coming. And you look at our injuries. That 90% of them have been caused by him. They're all hamstring injuries. Three of them are grade 3 hamstring injuries.
That's true.
Where the hamstring actually tears off the bone.
And people, Lee Gunner called it 6 years ago. He called it 6 years ago.
When I first saw him in the job, I knew he wasn't right. Then we had 2 seasons where he finished 8th, and that was always but Emery had us 8th and all this. It's all a myth. When Arteta came into the job, the cleverest thing he did was invent this phase and process thing. That was never said before. It wasn't a thing in football, and he laid that down straight away, and he bought himself a load of time.
I think Ole introduced it.
But did Ole introduce that? Did he?
I think so, because I remember.
Oh well, Arteta ran with it anyway.
Him and Lampard first 2, and then do you remember the debate between Ole, Arteta, and Lampard?
I remember Lampard saying that this Chelsea team will need 5 or 6 years to win a trophy, and then Tuchel came in and won the Champions League within a year.
That was crazy.
Yo, bro.
To his job, not even 6 months. Halfway through.
But I think also Chelsea. I think haven't they changed their coaches like a lot in like the past years? Like they've gone through coaches so many times, and that's also the thing I noticed about like a lot of other clubs as compared to Arsenal. Like a lot of these other clubs, when they see they're not performing, they get the coach out like immediately, like it's instant. Whereas like Arsenal, we still kind of, we kind of give the coach like the grace. We're trying to give them time to see if like they can still, deliver. But a lot of the times it never ends up happening. But and not to say that like going through coaches like like clothes isn't necessarily a good or bad thing, but it's like that's kind of a trend I've seen a lot of other teams have.
Yeah, no, like it's like Ancelotti's 4-year stint now at Madrid is the longest they've had since 1974. They've never
Oh
had a
wow,
manager stay that long. But look at their trophies. So there is something
I
to be
know,
said
right?
for it. I'm a big believer in giving managers time, yet without a doubt, giving them time. For 5.5
Yeah,
years, and especially now that if you take a deeper look at Arsenal, like I said, with the injuries, Ben White's never going to be the same again. He played him for 3 months when he needed a knee operation. He admitted it himself. Like that should be
oh
against
wow,
the law to be able to do that. You couldn't do that to someone in a walk of life. If you worked on a building site and someone did their back in, you couldn't force them to work for 3 months and then let them
yeah,
have a rest. You'd be sued. You'd be sued
yeah,
to the hilt. Like so, he admitted that, and then he played Declan Rice this season for 3 weeks with a broken toe.
oh
Now,
wow,
now, 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 Declan Rice has a hamstring. And grade 3 hamstrings, they're the worst stuff that you can get in a hamstring. A lot of people don't recover from them. Michael Owen is a perfect example, but only 3% of hamstring
Mm.
injuries are grade 3, and we've had 3 of them this season.
Shane,
Staggering.
I put your link in the title description. I just added your link
yeah.
on the title.
Oh, lovely, lovely,
Also,
Yeah,
lovely.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, also,
Mhm.
I think I was watching AFTV the other day, and I think Robbie was talking about how injuries, like kind of how you mentioned that like injuries have been like a big thing, and like that's kind of like led to Arsenal not being able to like perform as well and like beat Liverpool. But I'm like, even if everyone was fit, like I don't really think we'd still do anything because we basically had like virtually the same exact team last season, and we still didn't manage to win anything. So there's definitely kind of a change that needs to happen. We definitely need to bring in a striker. We need to
Yeah,
start looking at some wingers.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, you're 100% right. Like when you look at our first 11,
yeah.
Newcastle's is better. Their first 11 is better than ours, apart from the defense. They have the best midfield in the league. You look at Gordon;
Oh
he's
yeah,
better than
definitely.
Martinelli. Isak's one of
Mhm.
the best strikers in the world, and he's even got a
Yeah,
song out of Jacob Murphy, who was a championship winner before that, and he's had an unbelievable season. Where you look at
yeah.
our forward players, they've all gone backwards under this manager. And we were going
That's
through the
true.
team last night. Martinelli, right? He's a forward. When Arteta came, he played down the middle, so he's out of
Yeah.
position out the wing. Havertz is up front.
Oh yeah,
He's an 8, so he's
Mhm.
out of position.
Mhm.
yeah,
Royce is a 6. He's playing an 8. He's playing him out of position. Skelly at
Mhm.
left
yeah,
back is a midfielder. He's playing him out of
Mhm.
position. Most of
yeah,
the
Mhm.
team is played out of position, and then
yeah.
he expects them to squeeze into his system. But
Kind of, yeah.
the wage bill. I mean, Havertz being on 280 grand a week is an absolute shambles.
Yeah,
Arteta
I know,
forced
right?
that move through.
Isn't
and, and,
isn't
and
he?
if
He's still our top scorer this season, right? Or
Yeah, but that's even
Havertz,
worse.
right?
That's more of a
yeah,
reflection of
yeah, yeah,
tactics
yeah,
than
That's
yeah,
anything
true.
else.
yo,
That is true.
and Shane, I was just telling him, Martin fucking Odegaard. When it comes to big
Unbelievable.
games, why the fuck do you hide, bro? My captain Bruno Fernandes is
Mm-hmm.
100 times better than Martin Odegaard. When we need Bruno to show up, he show up, bro. Listen, bro. I've watched about majority of Arsenal games this season. And
Mm.
when I see Martin Odegaard hiding from the ball, he's not in the position where he's supposed to be on the pitch. I'm like, Odegaard, why are you over there? You're supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Why you are far away from the box? Get close to the box as possible. Bro, when we beat y'all in FA Cup and knock y'all out. I said this, right? I'm surprised we beat Arsenal on penalties because the referee was against us. We got a player sent off. We beat them with 10 men. I was just like, what the fuck is this? Am
Mm-hmm.
I dreaming? I had to pinch myself, and I'm like, the
Yeah.
way how I see Odegaard came up. No, it wasn't Odegaard. It was 29 because Lee called him 29. Lee called him
Mm-hmm.
29, and
Havertz?
yeah, Havertz.
Mm-hmm.
But Lee calls him 29. The way how I see our second keeper stop that penalty. I'm like, oh my god, we beaten Arsenal, and boom, look what happened. We beat Arsenal, and when I hear other
Hmm.
Arsenal fans talk about, oh, Arsenal is a club that's beneath to get in the FA Cup. We don't need that FA Cup. We want the big trophy. Last time I checked, you're supposed to. The football is about competing in tournaments to win trophies and live silverware at
Yeah.
the end of the season. And last time I checked, the FA Cup is a part of the fucking treble.
Yeah.
So when I hear Arsenal fans talking about they don't want no domestic trophy, bro, a trophy is a trophy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's a
100%.
fucking
It grinds me. It grinds me when they dismiss the FA Cup. It's the biggest domestic cup competition in world football. You know what I mean? It's the oldest cup competition. It's Arsenal's cup. We've won it more than anybody else. And when he dismisses it, it does my head in. And you were down to 10 men in that game from 60 minutes. So you had 30 minutes and then 30 minutes extra time. And the funny thing is, when you went down to extra time, I turned around to my missus and said, "We're not winning this because we're just going to lock up. And Arteta can't break down a low block. We're done. It's going to penalties. The only way we're winning is on penalties." And David Raya is one of the worst penalty savers I've ever seen. He's awful. I know he saved one against PSG, but it was P rolled into the corner. David Raya dives about half an hour before he's meant to dive. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. He dies during the player's run up. So I knew we were going out when that happened. Plus, Arteta always dismisses the cup. And the funny thing is, when these guys, these Arsenal fans, if they can call themselves Arsenal fans that want Arteta, you know, when they're saying, "Oh, the FA Cup's nothing," it's still the competition they use to defend them, because they say, "Oh, well, he won the FA Cup in his first year."
That's true.
And then they dismiss it in the same sentence. So it's sort of, it's gone beyond the joke for me. And I just look at our squad, 24 players. Everybody else has 30. 2 of them are on loan. We still have the second highest wage bill, by the way, with 6 players less than everybody else. They have a higher wage bill than Chelsea, who are meant to be going crazy with money. And we have 6 players, 2 less. We're losing 2 of them on loan. Tierney's leaving. Partey looks like he's leaving. Kivior might leave. Zinchenko wants to leave. And apparently Trossard wants to leave. So we have to sign about 15 players, which can't be done. And even if you did somehow manage it, how are you going to gel them all in? So you may as well, if you're going to have to sign all these players, you may as well get a new manager. Just take 30 million out of the transfer budget, pay Arteta off, tell him, look, if you want to come out with on the last game of the season and make a speech saying that you're leaving, fine. We won't say we sacked you. But going into a new season with him, we could get Gyökeres and we could get Rodrigo. It won't make a difference with the tactics he plays.
No.
He'll just force them to track back all the time. Their hamstrings will snap after 6 months. So many hamstring injuries, it's not a coincidence. And well, he doesn't have the squad to rotate. Okay, well, last year he had Smith Rowe, he had Fabio Vieira, he had Reece Nelson, he had Nketiah, and none of them are world beaters, by the way. But rotate them in. Take Saka off after half an hour, or after 60 minutes if we're winning. We were playing Lons last season. We were 5-0 up at half time. He kept Saka on until the 80th minute. What's the point in that when the Champions play 70-something games in a row?
And I said this because I was a defender and I was a goalkeeper, and I got injured playing football, right? And I said, if this man rushes Bukayo Saka against the Real Madrid game, and I said to myself, he's gonna play Bukayo Saka in the Real Madrid game. If Bukayo Saka gets injured one more time, that's it for his career. It's over. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah. That's it, bro. That injury he got is no joke, bro. It's dead serious, massive. Gabriel Jesus has got the same injury twice on both legs.
Yeah.
Right. And then when I see Arteta go get Raheem Sterling on loan, I'm like, you're joking, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is Arteta smoking?
Yeah, it's the worst signing of the season, I think, for any team.
You haven't seen the best. You haven't seen the best of me. And I don't rate Sterling because that bastard. Yes, he's Jamaican. I'm Jamaican too. But that bastard played for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool first. Then he went to City.
He grew up a United fan as well.
Yes, and he grew up as a United fan. Then he went to City. Now you're at Chelsea. You've been hopping all over the Premier League, bruv.
Yeah, I never fully rated him, even when he was balling out at City and stuff like that. It just Pep had taught him how to run in at the back post. If you look at he scored some great goals. I'm not saying he was terrible at City, but he was never the player that people said he was.
And by the way, he owes his career to Kevin De Bruyne.
100%, yeah.
He owes his career to Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, and you can see it then when he's in a team like ours without someone like that. He's clueless. Doesn't have a clue what to do unless he's getting played through like that. But look, it's all sort of a roundabout thing with Arsenal, and that's why people like me are coming out of the woodwork trying to sort of want better for our club. And I can see that you want better for your club as well. Where do you stand Rasta Stocks, with this Europa League. If you don't win it, do you think it'll be a civil war within United fans if you don't win it?
Honestly, we have to win it. I'm
Yeah.
not accepting a loss. I don't want to give Spurs shit. I don't give a fuck what Pastor Kazu say, oh, in my second season I win thing. Fuck you. In your third, your fifth, your seventh, your ninth, I don't fucking care. But although I don't see the ownership sacking Amarin at all, because they're the ones that brought him here for a reason. I think they should have brought him in the league quicker than in the middle of the fucking season and let the players adjust to a new system that they're not used to. But I feel like we're going to get past Spursy, because I tell you, bro, if we lose to those men, we're gonna be remembered as a club that gives Spurs a trophy.
Yeah,
and I don't want that. I personally don't want that. So, you ever read the people in the fan base that they want Amarim out? I'm not Amarim out. I am Manchester United. That means I'm above the manager, the players, the owners.
Yeah.
I am Manchester United. I want the fucking ownership out, especially those Glazers. That they took the heart and the soul from my club that I love the most. Feel me?
Yeah.
Football been in my life consistently, and these man, I'm not gonna go on too much about it, because I will go on a rant, and I want to give everybody time to talk. But Shane, like I see the manager is gonna get us improved, because I like what he's saying in the press conference, and everybody who wants him out, that's anger speaking. That's anger speaking. Who we need to be angry at is at the owners. Like I tell people, if you want to own the owner's pocket so much, unsubscribe to the United app. Stop buying merchandise. Cancel your season ticket. Don't watch the game from home. Then you see, when everybody do that, then they will know. Then they will know it's personal. Get the fuck out of the club.
Yeah, yeah. Well, fully agree. Fully agree. I will say with Amarin though, the one player he's sort of been able to get in his own, Dorku, looks decent in his position. So that would be one sort of plus that I'd say. The one player that he was allowed to get fits his system. He does need to learn. Like Arteta's the same. Arteta just plays the same system all the time. No matter who we're playing, he sets up defensively against relegation teams at home, and you should be starting with a lot more attackers, smash them early and then lock up. So Amarin does need to learn to tweak it, but he is kind of, people don't think he's changing the formation. He might be, but he's wingers.
I noticed he's done a little tweaking here and there.
He has tweaked it because he's playing Garnacho and stuff, who's a winger, and he's letting them drift out wide a bit more, and he's tucking the fullbacks in a bit and stuff like that. So he is adapting. He's just keeping three at the back. But when you look at United centre backs, they're not good enough to play two at the back. You know what I mean? Especially with the injuries. And so you get, like, Harry Maguire can't play in two at the back. He'll get found out every single time. You see it with England. He gets found out with two at the back.
And for me, you know who's the biggest criminal at our club? Luke Shaw. Oh,
what a waste of space that guy is.
I hate Luke Shaw with a passion. When I say I hate Luke Shaw with a passion,
I'm seeing some of these Twitter bots on Twitter, bro. They're still including me in the Dream 11. I'm like, bro, are you good?
He's stealing a living, that guy.
They're still putting him in combined 11s, in like Dream 11s on Twitter. And then they're putting Rashford in as well. Like, bro, these people need.
Bro, I need Luke Shaw to leave my club. I need Rashford. I don't care if Rashford is Mike born and bred. Get out. Get out. He doesn't care. Because he feels like he's bigger than the club. Yeah.
Rasta, Danny Welbeck was Manc born and bred.
What happened?
Danny Welbeck was Manc born and bred.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
We can hear you.
Something is wrong with my. Can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm not hearing y'all. What the fuck?
Now
Plug them out and back in again, man.
Wait a minute.
I think it's a Bluetooth.
Oh, it's Bluetooth, is it? You're on mute now.
Mute.
You're on mute, man. I can't hear us in the earphone.
One of you should point to your headphones.
Okay, I got it. Yo, sorry. This died on me because I'm like, wait a minute.
There it is.
Why am I not hearing nobody?
Yeah.
I thought you were joking at first. I was saying Danny Welbeck was Mac born and bred as well, bro.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
left. What happened to him?
And he,
He gave 100% though whenever he played. That's the only difference. He tracked back, and I've given out. I don't want my forward players tracking back all the time, but they do have to track back. But when Rashford just stands there and lets the defenders rush forward, yeah, I wouldn't want Rashford in a team either.
Bro, when we played against Victoria Pilsen, this man was jogging. I'm like, bro, why are you jogging? Run, you idiot!
Yeah.
Run.
Bro, Phil Foden's Manc born and bred. Look at Man City fans; they're slating him this season. He's been lazy. Have you watched him play this season? The guy's hardly done.
Yeah,
his work ethic has been awful this season.
And Guardiola took him out of the team like that. You know what I mean? Like a proper manager.
He didn't even play at the start of the season for I think two months or down the line. I think he played his first game was against Sporting and he scored. And you know what happened? He still hasn't played well. Look at Man City right now. They look so inconsistent. They look really, really inconsistent. I think, do you know what? This is why I don't want them to qualify for Champions League. Because if they qualify for Champions League, they're gonna get the best players, and I'm worried about that. Because Florian Wirtz is gonna
bro. You know we got also worry about. You know what we also got to worry about too.
Yeah,
we are United fans. Shane and Hugh is Gunner fans. What if these motherfuckers wake up next season and win it again?
They're going to win the league next season. City will win the league next season.
I actually think City going to go one more year.
Oh, really?
Football is life.
No, I think they'll win. I just Guardiola doesn't go.
Football is life, man. What's up? Football is life.
It depends on who they play.
Shane, look what this Spurs fan saying. Tottenham is better. Bruv, no. Football is life.
Hey,
we're winning that trophy, bro. We're winning that trophy. I'm telling you right now, we're winning that trophy.
Yeah, but I think
you better hope.
Bless up. Football is life. Bless up.
Yeah, for me, I think one of the biggest factors that has kind of led to Man City's downfall. It's not like the main thing, but I think when Kevin De Bruyne got injured that first time, and when he came back from injury, he wasn't. I don't think even right now he's not the same De Bruyne like we knew him to be like a few seasons ago.
Yeah,
he was an absolute problem to deal with. But then once he got injured, and I also think that the magic that Man City had is kind of fading away with Pep Guardiola and his relationship with the players. It's not yeah.
I see that a bit. Yeah, that aura's gone, isn't it?
I think it's more
Definitely.
Rodri. I think Rodri is the anchor to Man City's team. I think he makes everything tick.
Oh yeah, even Rodri's injured too.
Design this team around the midfield.
No, you can
midfield because Pep was a midfielder.
You can see Haaland is also. You look at Haaland, right? Look, I'm not gonna shit on Haaland, right? As a striker, he's a really good striker. As a goal scorer, really, really good. But without support, without a playmaker behind him, he's useless. Because Haaland's most of the touches come from the box, right?
Bro, that's very true.
When Erling Haaland was at Dortmund, I rate that Erling Haaland.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's kind of it's kind of difficult to think about it, because I remember I was seeing an interview with Roy Keane, and he was talking about how he said he was comparing Haaland's skill level to that of a League One player. Did you guys see that thing?
Yes,
I
remember
about how
Keane said that.
So that's true. So as much as that's true, but how does the guy come into the Premier League in his first season and break the all-time goal record for a Premier League season player in one season? And I think he was the leading goal scorer in the second season too, right? And that was just within his first 2 years at Man City. So there's kind of that dynamic as much as most of his goals are from within the box, and they call him a tap-in merchant. That's kind of the nickname they give him. But there's definitely something about the guy. I think he definitely has a certain quality to him. And
that's the hardest thing in football to do, is to be a tap-in merchant. It's the hardest thing to do, because you have to read the game. It's something that can't really be taught. It comes with players like Andy Cole was the same. He's second top scorer, I think, still in Premier League. He's second or third. Yeah. He's in the top 4 or 5. But he only ever scored one penalty. He only ever took one penalty, Andy Cole. All his goals were from open play, which should get more, because the players now get back in the 90s. A player would get about 3 or 4 penalties a season. The penalty taker. Salah's had 10 or 11 this season already. Penalties are given all the time. So the top scorer thing kind of is uneven for me. So when you look at Shearer and Cole and these lads that got in the hundreds, even if they took penalties, they didn't get as many. But that thing of being able to time your runs into the box and stuff, that's absolute gold dust in football. Gold dust in football.
Yeah. Alan Shearer, he won the league with
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
He didn't win it with Newcastle though. He didn't win it with Newcastle.
No, he didn't. He didn't win anything with Newcastle. Arsenal beat them in the final. Actually, I wish he had won something with Newcastle because I like Alan Shearer as a player.
Yeah,
but yeah, he won it with Blackburn. They got promoted. First season finished fourth. Second season finished second. The third season won the league. So where's the process there, Alan?
So the team that's coming up from the championship, Shane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think? Who you think they're gonna stay up, or are they gonna go right back down?
I think the parachute payments thing has killed it now. Parachute payments has killed it. The parachute payments thing, where they get paid 200 million, whatever, because now the owners are coming up going, look, if we go back, these managers need to learn that if you play nice football in the championship, you can't come up and play out from the back. You have to switch your tactics. I do think Burnley have only laid in like 20 goals or something over a 46-game season. If they stick to that, they might be able to scrape out results. And Leeds with their fan base could. I don't think all three will go down again next season, but I wouldn't be shocked if all three went back down. It's happened twice in a row now. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think the teams just aren't good enough anymore coming up. Like that Leeds, and I think it was 91, got promoted, and they won the league their first season up. Won the league the very first season up. You'll never see that again. Leicester, of course, was 2 years, and then they won it. But you don't really see it anymore. The teams that come up, they have, because all the teams play the same style of football, so they can't come up and just grind out results. Some teams used to come up and they just play dirty football, and that would get them results. But now they all try to play this pep football that, and you can't do it unless you're one of the best. You can't do it unless you're Barcelona or City. Even Pep doesn't even play that football anymore, and everybody else is still playing it. He's changing his tactics now. He's using the end of the season as pre-season. He's changing his tactics. He's not really using inverted fullbacks anymore. He's playing more direct like Liverpool, where Arteta's just playing the same football. He's not learning from his mistakes. So that's why I just think Pep's going to get someone like Havertz come in. Someone like Grealish will have a rebirth. A lot of his players have rebirths. They look like they're done, and then he punishes them enough and brings them back. Like Foden will have a rebirth. He's being punished now because he obviously thinks he's bigger than the club, or he's not tracking back, or he's not doing something that Pep didn't like in the summer. He said, right, you're getting dropped, which I like. I like that from a manager saying you're not bigger than the club. You're out, But he will bring them back. He brings them back then.
Any player feel like they're bigger than their football club. And people ask me how I feel when they send Rashford on loan. I said, I like that. I like that a lot. I like the fact that Rashford is not here. I like it. Listen, the manager said in the Ipswich Town game, listen, we suffer short-term pain for long-term gain. And listen, I don't hear any other manager. Ten Hag didn't say that. Who we had before Ten Hag? Ollie didn't say that. Who we had? Jose didn't say that. Van Gaal didn't say that. Moyes didn't say that. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Hold on. What are you saying? I hope
leads back down
because the Pochettino. Okay.
The parachute money for the teams coming up.
Parachute money. Yes. And listen, I feel like all these clubs, that's all they want is the money. That's all they want. Yeah. And I'm like, listen, this is a Premier League. All the teams that finish above 18th, 19th, and 20, they should get money. Those teams who get relegated, cut out that parachute money shit, man. Fuck out of here with that. Yeah, bro. Fuck out of here with that, man. Listen, divide that extra 100 mil amongst the Prem teams. If you get relegated, if you're in 20th, 19th, and 18th, you fucking belong there.
Yeah, but it was brought in though to stop teams folding, because some teams are coming up signing players at big wage, and then when they went down, the club ended up getting into financial difficulty. But so give them some money, but also then monitor the owners and go, well, if you're signing this guy here and putting him on 200 grand a week, you better put in a relegation clause that his money halves or whatever. If you don't do that, that's your fault. You know what I mean? That you were irresponsible. So but the only thing is that then the fans suffer. So I do understand that if an owner is irresponsible, he doesn't suffer. He'll walk away, where the fans are stuck with a club that could fold or could. So I get it to a point, but it's just too much money they're giving them. And it should be done against. You should look at their books and go, well, you made a mistake here, here, and here, so you only get this much. You did things right, so you get a bit of money because we want to keep you.
Guess which team just got promoted to the championship? Guess which team? It's the third time they're getting promoted.
To the Premier League or to the championship?
No, championship.
Wrexham are up
Wrexham.
into the championship.
Wrexham.
From
Yo, what phase is
Wrexham.
Ryan
Oh
Reynolds in?
yeah,
What phase
I
is
heard about
Ryan
that.
Reynolds in? What
Yeah.
phase is he in?
And they haven't spent a fortune. People think just because they're in charge, they haven't spent a fortune at all. They've just
Ryan
done things right.
Very owner. He's a very good owner. If you actually watch a bit of the Wrexham documentary, their owners are very, very passionate. But I also relate to this, right? Obviously, sorry to cut in, right? I just want to say this. Obviously, I have connections to Leicester City, as you know, their owners from Thailand, right? And I'm from Thailand, right? I have connections to their owners, right? Their owners have been hit hard during COVID. Like, their owners have been hit hard. Like, airports were not being, because obviously their company is based on duty-free shopping, right? It's King Power's duty-free shopping. And their companies hit hard because no one's going to airports, no one's traveling, no one's shopping for anything. So the income is not there. And they've been hit harder with the PSR, so they can't spend money. You know, this PSR rule needs to be scrapped. I'm sorry. It just needs to be scrapped. It prevents clubs from even spending. Southampton could have stayed up if they spent money, you know?
Yeah.
Leicester could have stayed up if they spent money. If you look at Leicester's players, so many of their old players are still here. Pereira is still there. Vardy is still there. You know, so they can't get rid of them because they're not ridiculous wages, but no one's gonna want them now.
Yeah.
So PSR needs to be scrapped, and for us, right? For us clubs, I think it helps as well with us. I think Newcastle have got a lot of money; they can spend it, right? But really and truly, like I said, PSR is just gonna ruin football. It's ruining the Premier League. We don't see this with Real Madrid. You don't see this with Barca. They can spend how much ever they like. As much as the league,
actually, La Liga is clamping down.
Yeah,
La Liga is clamping down now. They're clamping down.
I think because of the TV deal, I think they're clamping down. If I'm not mistaken. I think the TV deals in La Liga is not as great as it was before.
Yeah, well, the TV deal in La Liga used to be, I think it was about 90% went between Barcelona and Madrid, and the rest only got like 10% of it. It was something outrageous like that. So the big two were just able to just stay on top the whole time. But you're saying in Scotland with Celtic and Rangers, nobody watches anybody else.
And there was a period in time where in Thailand here we didn't even show Champions League games, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, they took away Champions League games from us, and I'm like, there has to be something wrong, like, for sure. Because I had to watch it on DAZN, right? I had to watch it on YouTube for a bit. Liverpool won the Champions League, and then they brought it back a year later. So, actually, to be fair to you though, you could watch it on UEFA TV, the app, and you could also watch it on YouTube for a bit. But at the same time, it's just like I don't get it.
Hey Shane, what's your other socials you use?
I just have Instagram, but it's only really to make contact with people. I'd put up.
Okay. Your Instagram, your YouTube name is the same name as Instagram.
Same name. Same.
So
exactly,
I'm gonna reach out to you because what I like to do, I like to interview people, especially football fans.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm doing an interview with a West Ham fan later today. Yeah. And we're having a debate with Hugh right here because this man has been saying some very shambolic and criminal stuff.
I like to hear it.
He's gonna be debating with a local Man United fan.
Sorry,
so Shane, I'm gonna reach out to you. Sorry, go ahead.
Shane is 2 subs away from 600. What are you man doing in the chat? 2 subs away from 600.
Please subscribe to Shane. Please subscribe to Shane.
Listen, I only got into this thing because
Shane,
over here. Sorry, go on, man.
We can do a show sometime soon. I have a channel called 8 in Sports. You can
100%. I'll sub to all these, man. I already sub to Rasta Stocks, but I'll sub to whoever because I like to hear from other people and I like other fans.
Shane, I just followed you on Instagram. So when you accept my follow, I'll send you a message and we could set it up, man. Because listen, I want to hear from you because you kind of remind me of my uncle in a way because you grew up on a certain style of football that I grew up watching. Like when a team draws, we don't celebrate a draw. You go in there to win. You have to win. So Shane, I'm gonna set it up. Sorry, I'm gonna set it up because I know we are in different time zones.
Yeah, no, man. I work my own hours anyway, so you know what I mean. I can normally work around it, and I'm glad to go on other people's channels. I've only been doing this for about 2.5 months, I think. It's just sort of grown quickly,
bro. All I'm saying is keep speaking your truth, man. Because one, I'd rather somebody speak facts than bullshit to me. And you're an Arsenal fan and you speak your facts. I'm telling you, each morning when I'm on the train, when I get your notification, I listen on my way to work.
No, excuse me. Yeah, no, I fully appreciate that because the chat's been lit in my thing. I've been quite surprised by it, but over here, like I said, there's not many Arsenal fans, but the Arsenal fans that I am mates with, I was texting them saying, "Look, I want Arteta out. I'm sick of this guy," and all so, and they were just sending me back. They were absolutely shocked, and they were sending me back all the stuff Arteta says, all the nonsense that he spews about. You know, we're the most points in the calendar year. It means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Oh, the most goals in the calendar year. He dresses up. He puts out the stats that he wants people to hear. But then they started repeating. That's
my thing is.
Believe this.
My thing is, right, if Arsenal was supposed to finish second every season and win either any domestic trophy or any other trophy than the Premier League, fine, finish second every season, win a fucking trophy.
Yeah.
Win a fucking trophy. Win
and the funny thing about that is I was on with a gal about a month ago and he was prattling on about second place, and I put it to him, I said, okay, then hypothetically, would you rather finish second every single year and qualify for the Champions League every year and never win anything, or finish 8th every year and win a domestic cup every single year? And he said he'd rather finish second and never win anything. And I said, well, that just explains you there. You're an Arteta fan, and you're not an Arsenal fan, because you don't want what's best for the club. That's what you're dealing with. He also said, which is the clip I always play, if we lost the second leg to Madrid 4-0, he'd still want the manager in the job. You can't argue with that. That's just someone that there's no arguing with someone when they're saying things like that. You just have to go, all right, come on. That's why I call him Barney the dinosaur, man. He's
one night I was watching Lee, and he did a segment called "Learning with a Girl."
It's brilliant. He puts that up all the time. The amount of times he's contradicted himself is unbelievable. He's a walking contradiction. I've heard him contradict himself in the same sentence. You know what I mean? He'll say one thing and come back around and contradict himself. You go, come on. And then you'd ask him about things like he'd get things wrong all the time, and he doesn't even know that much about football. That's what really gets to me the most. I mean, it's kind of like if you were going to talk to someone about like neuroscience, but they knew nothing about it, you're not going to take them seriously. You know what I mean? Their opinion just loses a lot of clout with me. You know what I mean? So when he's cutting across people like Kenny Ken and Jezza and these lads that are like walking encyclopedias, you're kind of like, come on, man.
And
you know what I mean? Like, you're not even.
And my thing is, I remember when Man United lost to Arsenal, or when they went invincible, I cried.
Yeah,
I cried tears. A little kid crying tears. I remember when Patrick Vieira and Roy Keane had it in a tunnel, and those were beautiful days of football. At that time, it was Arsenal United. United was the biggest rivalry in England
by a long way.
So when I tell people when they're Arsenal fans, right? Okay, so tell me a legend of your club. Mertz Ozil, Aubameyang. I'm like, bro, who? And what? Get out of here, man.
But you see, the thing is, like, I'll talk to Jezza and stuff about Arsenal in the 70s. I wasn't born then, but I've read up on it. I know all about it because I'm an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you have to do that, but it does help to know your club's history. You know what I mean? And rewatch videos, and everything's out there for you. And you should want to as well, because if you're a football fan, you want to know these things.
And this is a question I always ask, right? Tell me one player that left your city rivals to go invincible and help y'all win the league that season. None of them could tell me. I said, you're not an Arsenal fan. You're just new to the club. Learn about your club before you come talking. If people come ask me a legend of my club, Sir Bobby Charlton.
What was the question?
So the question I asked, I said, tell me one player that played for your city rivals in your name, in your same zip code, that came to Arsenal and helped y'all lift the trophy.
Sol Campbell, right?
Yeah. Some people don't know that. Some people don't know that. When people ask me about a Man United legend, okay, George Best.
Yeah.
Dennis Law. Sir Bobby Charlton.
Mark Hughes.
Mark Hughes.
Cantona, of course.
Cantona. I was just about to say Cantona. Like, come
Beckham
on.
A legend?
Yeah, Beckham is a legend.
Beckham is underrated. People say he's overrated. He's underrated.
But he's a legend.
He was such a good player, man.
Yap Stam.
Ryan Giggs.
Never should have brought out his book.
My club most decorated manager,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Brian Robson.
No. To me, I respect Brian Robson, but for me, Roy Keane, bro. If Ronaldo or Rooney or any one of them miss an easy chance to score a goal, Roy Keane will go up to the face. He said, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah, he'd be on their case.
He'll come up to your face and tell you.
He was a leader, proper leader.
He had That's true. Yeah, he had a definitely like a pretty like solid mentality. You know, he had that like winning mentality where like
Yeah.
once they gone on the field, like he even described like going into like a derby or something as like going into war. Like that was his type of like mindset because it was.
Listen, the players wasn't allowed to be late. The players wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to talk to when he was a captain. He said, "Yo, don't if you talk to the opposition, I'll kill you."
Yeah,
Like, that's
he's
how
right.
now when I
right.
see players hugging
and stuff before, it does
smiling,
my
all
head in, man. You can do it. Go into, if you're friends with them off field, afterwards, go into their dressing room and have a chat if you want. But on the field, they're your enemy. Full stop, they're your enemy.
Exactly.
And that's the only way to do it. That's why United were the peak of peak. You know, Roy Keane had the highest standards imaginable, but he practiced what he preached. He'd throw his face in front of the ball, so he expects everybody else to do it, and rightly so. And people say, oh, they get paid enough. Not to do that. It's the privilege of playing for a club like that. They should be able to run on that alone. Everybody's saying Liverpool were going to roll over for us because they won the league. I said, do you really think that 11 sportsmen of the highest caliber can go out onto a pitch and hear that Anfield roar and not suddenly want to win? You'd have to be a robot not to want to win. You know what I mean? And Liverpool took their foot off the pedal against us. They should have steamrolled us the other day. They were 2-0 up. They should have absolutely steamrolled us. But you know, players should want to give everything. You see players like John Terry and stuff like that who would throw their head into a tackle if they were on the ground. You know, that's what you want to see.
Yeah.
And like you were saying about draws and stuff like that, sure, if you're over in the States, man, draws aren't a thing. That you don't get that. You're going in the playoffs and things like that. There's no draws, man. You play to win. You know what I mean? And I do get that. And now with all the kids coming up, it's, oh, we don't keep score, or we don't. Like, they lose something later in their life as well. You know what I mean? You need that competitiveness. You get eaten alive out in this world if you don't learn to fight for everything. You know what I mean? And something's being lost with that. But like Roy Keane, all these legends, man. Like you said, you'd ask some of these Arsenal fans now, and some of the younger fans, full stop, and they know nothing about it. Like, I know stuff about the 1950s. You know what I mean? Because I've read up on it and things like that, but you need to know where you came from if you want to know where you're going. Just like general history as well.
Yo, I tell people when the Man United players died in the plane crash, there's only four survivors, and one of them is a part of the Holy Trinity, right? And when I wanted to like, what? Oh, I didn't know that, I said, you're a United fan and you don't know your club's own fucking history.
Yeah, and they went and won the European Cup like 8-9 years after losing most of their team in a plane crash. Unbelievable.
Is that the one where George Best scored in the final?
Yeah, against Benfica, Eusebio and Benfica. Yeah, George Best rounded them and rounded the keeper and stuff like that. He was only like 19. He won the Ballon d'Or that year.
And people tell me this run to Champions League titles are not as good as Man City's. Bro, we competed against the very best in the world. We competed against Zidane. We went up against the greatest players of all time. So that our treble.
Roy Keane got a yellow card.
The semis.
Paul Scholes got a yellow card. I wasn't born around the time, but my uncle, who's a United fan, had the recording. He told me, I need you to watch this game and I need you to pay attention to Roy Keane. Wherever he goes on the pitch, that's what I need you to do. I want to ask you questions. And my uncle drilled me on questions. If I got the wrong answer, he'll knock me in my damn head. I said, no. No. Bro, listen, my uncle wasn't one of them United fans that didn't take shit, bro.
Yeah. No, that Roy Keane performance in that semi was the perfect captain. Gets booked, knows he's going to miss the final. 2-0 down to Juventus, inch or in. And he led the team to win 3-2 to get through.
Yeah, that killer instinct in him just kicked right in. Yeah. And that's what we need. So Shane, before I wrap the live, right? I'm definitely going to reach out to you because I definitely want to interview you on the channel. And me personally, it doesn't matter if it's a rival fan or whatever matter. If I want to interview a person, I interview a person because I feel like, hey, listen, whatever knowledge you're sharing about your club, it needs to be shared. Because at the end of the day, this new generation of football fans are so deluded and misleaded and misguided, and somebody has to put the truth out there. I'm willing to do that. Put the truth out there because the disgrace I see with some of these fans, and I'm just like, what are y'all talking about? What the fuck are y'all talking about? Like what? And I'm telling you, if my uncle was alive today, God rest his soul, he would deliberately lividly lose it. Because this man could tell you about every club in the Premier League. Every single club. I don't have that knowledge. He could tell you about every single club. He could tell you which players he wants from which players he don't want. He could look at you and tell you, listen, that player shit, that player shit. I see, I told you he was shit. And my uncle gave me this rule. Follow this rule in football. It's if you follow this rule in football, nobody could tell you shit. You give any player that comes in your squad, whether it be a striker, defender, midfielder, goalkeeper, whatever, you give them 2 seasons. If they show improvement, if they perform good in the first season, yeah. If they don't go above the ceiling that they are, they're fucking shit. They need to leave.
Yeah,
my uncle said you give everybody 2 seasons. If you don't give them 2 seasons, they need to fuck off.
Yeah, 100%.
Those were my uncle's exact words.
Yeah, fully agree.
But yeah, Shane, definitely going to reach out to you.
No, 100%, man. Thanks for having me on. And I have the Bruce Banana show on Thursdays. I don't know, Thursday nights. I don't know how it works for you, but I'll set it up for a week or two for getting you on or whoever wants to come on.
Just let me know, like how you have me.
I'll give you a week's heads up. I'll give you a week's heads up.
You just send me a message.
Yeah.
And boom, you know what I mean? I'll stop by. Boom, whenever I'm assuming you're going live today. So on my way to work, I'll be in the chat listening. You know. And people, listen. This is Shane Gunner, Arsenal fan from Ireland. He was just randomly passing through. I wasn't expecting him to be here, so none of this was planned. None of this was changed. This is why I say I'm a person that listen. If I feel like a person is legit and they speak facts, they're welcome on this channel to speak whatever 100%. They want, even if they hate my club, which I don't mind. They could speak their truth, because at the end of the day, we all love the beautiful game of football.
Exactly.
And there's so much friggin' delusional fans here, because we have delusional fans in my fan base too, as well. So listen, we're here to just drop the facts and speak the truth. And if you don't like it, well, that's your problem. We are forever going to speak the truth and speak the facts. So people, I want you to subscribe to Shane Gunner. Go over there, give him a like. You feel me? And just listen to what the man has to say, because he's passionate about his football club. He wants his club to win a title. Shit, all of us want our club to win a title.
You man in the chat cannot lead the stream without reaching 600 subs. I don't care. He cannot lead the stream until he reaches 600 subs. You man,
bro, this is what I like about Kevin. He means what he say. He's passionate and me.
Yeah, when I always say sub to everyone else before you sub to me. You know, I always say.
I'll sub straight to you, man. Don't you worry.
Nah. Big up to you, bro.
But Shane, man, listen. I know you said you have us winning against Spurs, and I firmly believe we could get it over the line. But and I know you said that you want Arteta gone and out. So Hugh, are you there, Hugh?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Hugh. So this is what. Anytime Shane go live, I want you to listen to what he says, and I want you to listen to all the other gunners in the chat of what he's saying. Though, because bruv, they speaking the truth. It's coming. It's coming from here, the heart, not up here. It's coming from here. And so when football comes from here, it means a lot. You feel me? So whenever Shane goes live, man, even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, bro, listen to what he has to say, bro. Listen to the man, because he's speaking his facts. I listen to him when I'm on my train ride to work. And I'm a Man United fan. And it doesn't mean because I'm a Man United fan, I'm not going to listen to what he has to say. Because, bro, he's speaking football. He could speak in football. Yo, he could probably tell you which players in our squad that he wants from my squad, he wants in his squad. I could probably do the same. You know what I mean? So it's good to have that balance where I'll listen to this creator because listen, I like him, this and that and the third, bro. And listen, bro, Shane is a cool dude, bro. He's a cool dude. And most important for me, he's Irish. And a lot of Irish people do live in Jamaica. And when I go to Jamaica, I get the real Guinness, because I know that's coming directly from Ireland, not from here in America. If I want the good Guinness, I have to go to an Irish pub and get the real Guinness, because it's coming from Ireland itself. So, people, thank you a lot for being here. Thank you a lot for listening to us rambling about our football club. You know what I mean? The conversation went this way, that way, all over, and we ended up right back here, man. And listen, subscribe to A Kevin, subscribe to Shane Gunner. Hugh, I don't know what you're waiting on, but get something, get a channel, get something, bro. Because
I'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, we'll see. What? What? Oh yeah. By the way, Shane. So we're doing that debate. This man is going to answer for his crime because this man has a nerve and audacity to say Harry Kane is better than Wayne Rooney.
No.
So I'll during the day of the debate, I'm going to provide reasons as well. And I'm not sure that was necessarily the prompt. Mine was that Rooney is somewhat a better player. No. I mean, Kane is somewhat a better player. Rooney had the better career because if we're being honest, if Rooney would have stayed at Everton, it wouldn't be the same Rooney we're talking about today. Like, let's keep it a buck. Whereas Kane, he literally performed
anything.
But
Harry
Kane,
Rooney didn't stay at Everton.
but
Though.
Kane,
Harry Kane stayed at Tottenham. Come on.
but Kane, let's be honest. So let's think about this. Kane stayed at Tottenham, and look what he was doing with Tottenham. The guy won 3 Golden Boots. He took Tottenham to the Champions League final against Liverpool. What about Rooney? If Rooney would have stayed at Everton, he wouldn't be the same Rooney we're talking about today. I don't care what anyone says. That's just me, bro. Not to say that Rooney, not to disgrace his career. He has had a great career. Champions League winner. He's won the Premier League a few times. He was the English top league.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there. How old is Harry Kane right now?
He's like what, 32, 33,
32. And he's just winning his first title ever in fucking life.
Because he was playing with Tottenham, my guy. He was with Tottenham.
Let me finish. If Harry Kane could go back to his younger self and talk to his younger self and tell him to leave Spurs to go to another club and to win titles, I bet you he would. I bet you he would.
Guess I'll give that to you. But if I'm telling you, take prime Kane, put him in the Man U side, you guys wouldn't even be. You guys wouldn't be having the problems we have right now. And once again, I told you, if Rooney hadn't left Everton, Rooney was performing well at Everton at such a young age. No one's debating that. Same thing we were talking about with Lamine Yamal and Mbappe. Like, age doesn't matter. Rooney was performing at a young age. And probably Kane, if you compare Rooney at 16, Kane at 16, probably not the same thing. I'll give that to you. But if you take prime Kane, when he was performing well at Spurs, when he was getting all the golden boots, the guy took Spurs to the Champions League final. When have you ever seen Spurs in the Champions League final against Liverpool, single-handedly on his back? Rooney was playing with Ronaldo. Rooney was playing with Tevez. Rooney was playing with Scholes. Rooney was playing with all these guys. Kane was playing with freaking Paulinho, bro. Are you kidding me? Kane was playing with Paulinho.
Shane.
Listen, boys, I got to bounce. I'm sorry, I got to go do the school run. Been an absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. I'll hit you up on Instagram, guys, and I'll subscribe to everybody. All right. Cheers. Absolute pleasure. See you later. Have a good day.
All right, man. Please. Yep.
I'm not.
Bro, we're gonna.
So I'm gonna save a lot of my. I'm gonna save a lot of what I have to say for the 20th. I'm gonna save a lot of what I have to say for the 20th. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, we're gonna wrap up the live, and you're gonna answer for your crimes. Because you see how Shane left, he couldn't bother listen to your crap that he was chatting shit. You're chatting shit. Man.
Nah, man, he was busy. That's what happens. He was busy. But anyways, I'm also gonna bring up the Beckham versus Ronaldinho prompt. I'm gonna bring up the Beckham versus Ronaldinho. Because you were saying some stuff, bro, and you're gonna have to answer for that on that day.
Okay, fine. Let's go. Hey, Kevin, you have any last words before I end this shit? End the scream.
Sub to Rasta first, and then sub to me. Sub to me. I'm 3 subs away from 240. Just get me there. Whoever's in the chat, go sub to me.
Sub to Shane.
I'm going live pretty much every day. That's my life. YouTube's my goal. You know what I mean? I want to be a top YouTuber. So if you want to get me there, much love and thanks everyone for the support. And thanks for having me on, bro. I'll definitely get you on my channel again tomorrow. We're gonna expose these men every day. Exposing these men every day.
Yes, that's the goal. Expose these frauds every day. They gotta wait today.
Every day, yeah. Facts.
They gotta wait today. But listen, it ended in a good result. Hugh got to speak to a real Gunner fan, and Hugh, did you subscribe to his channel?
Okay, I can't. So I'm currently in the app. I'm gonna have to once I leave this chat. That's when I'm gonna go and subscribe to his stuff.
You know what? You know, I'm gonna do one better for you right now. I think I have
Yeah.
you on Instagram, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna share. I'm gonna share his channel to you
Okay. Cool.
right now.
Yeah.
Right freaking now. I don't want to hear no. I don't want to hear no excuses. And when this man go live,
Yeah.
so, you listen to the Gunner fans and listen to the other Gunners in the chat. And when you do, when you come back, I want you to tell me what you learned.
Okay.
That's your
Cool.
homework.
Cool.
You tell me what you learned. And I remember the day on the debate, your camera has to be on, bruv.
No problem.
We letting it slide today, but yeah, debate you gotta be on. So people,
No
we're
problem.
ending the stream because I don't want to sit here and roast you.
Take care.
It's all
Glazers
cool.
out,
Okay.
Ineos out.
Oh, take care.
Yeah.
Yep.